choice. It's a call, pay the price. Stay the course, sacrifice. Trade pain for safety. For Kieran, there's a plan. For the future it's told. It's a path, walk it bold. Through history sorrowful. Guiding light sometimes burns. Guiding light. Holding the line, steady moving on. All stars aligned, the foundation safe and strong. Throw every stone, shatter every wall. Earthquake and storm, you will never see them fall. All once known is lost, intentions are revealed, with time revenge at cost, broken wings are healed. Be a saint, be a voice for the tribes, calculate through the strife, don't drift, don't waver. Bring the strength, bring the hope to survive. Understand that in time, hearts heal, not falter. Guiding light, will unchanged. Guiding light, holding the line, steady moving on. All stars aligned, the foundation safe and strong. Throw every stone, shatter every wall. Earthquake and storm, you will never see them fall.
Alright. We should be looking damn good to go. I mean, this theme is just so good, though. It will forever just be a banger. It is. But what's up, everybody? Hopefully everybody is doing well. What's up, Jack, Speedy, Abyss, Maria, Cthulhu, and Blaze? How you doing? Alright. Or Blaze, however you want to say that there. Okay, so we are back once again with Lingering Echoes. Today should be a longer stream. I'm gonna try to knock it out today, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna get right back into it. So I've enjoyed it so far. We didn't get too deep into it, but I actually like the characters. It's a fun cast in this event, honestly. You said have fun, just finished it today myself. 1, the mechanic is weird. Excuse me. 2, enemies still hitting hard, and 3, boss is good at standing still. A boss that stands still, my favorite. Have I tried the new game mode? I have not. I hear things about it. I'm hearing people saying that it's like hell itself, so that's always nice. That's always nice to find another mode that people are like, oh god, it's pain. But when I do it, I'll probably do it on stream. I would think that's what I would do. But yeah. Here we are once again. Stage number 2. Jeez, we did so much reading yesterday that we're only over here. Good lord. Alright, it's happened plenty of times before. She buries the sorrow deep down, and her enthusiasm grows by the day. Okay. What's up, Jobless? How are you? And for everybody coming in, you already know, be sure to leave a like on the stream. Helps out with the algorithm and such. Okay, this looks pretty straightforward. Laser beams, put the characters, yada yada yada. Shouldn't be too bad. Am I gonna mess this up somehow, some way? Yeah. Likely. You said before you could try it. It is a lot of Amiya teaching you. And already, the last tutorial stage was a pain to always try to switch casters, healers, back and forth. Oh boy. Because everybody knows I'm good at switching characters back and forth. It's gonna be a fun time, fun time. Okay, we could run with the team I have. Oh, actually, I just want to switch you to skill 2, because yesterday we tried out skill 3, so let me see skill 2. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. And welcome, Raquel, welcome. Okay. We good to go, boys. Let's do it. Reading time. It didn't go so well with Mr. Zerny, but everyone else in Afterglow has been nice and easy to talk with. I've visited 10 or so houses by now and picked up a few blood samples. Not bad results. It's almost night now. Jungfrau, I've seen you busy all day long, running to and fro. I bet you're hungry, aren't you? You said you got the raven hat now instead of the bull. I got a few new hats, and I have another one that's should be coming this week. But yes, this is the raven's hat. You said more like hopping to healer, back out from reserve prison, and trying not to get overrun in tutorial. No chicken memorial hat. The chickens aren't dead. Okay, as far as I know, the chickens aren't dead. Alright? They got sent to the farm. Alright? They got sent to the farm, and they're with people that will take care of them. You said you tried SSS today. I heard pretty... let's see... Unanimously bad things. It wasn't horrible, but it also not interesting. You did get to stack sniper buffs on Kyobi, activate skill 2, unlimited Kyobi works. Oh. Yeah, I don't have Kyobi, but I know she is fun. Alright, how about trying some Afterglow specialties? Specialties? Take a look at this. Pan-fried sauerkraut, the aroma, the color. A pickled food sauteed in oil, the very opposite of healthy. What, scared I'm overcharging you? This one's yours. Well, this one's yours. Free of charge. Don't be shy now. You've been all over the streets checking up on us. This is to thank you. Oh, I can't turn down hospitality. Thank you very much, then. Don't mention it. Free food. What's wrong? You've only taken one bite. I told you, it's on the house. Listen, she's trying to be polite. That doesn't mean she wants to eat it. I'm not quite hungry. I'll carry on eating later. More like, I'm gonna throw this in the garbage when you're not looking. Actually, have you ever considered adjusting your recipe slightly? In what way? You see, this serving is approximately that of an adult's, but the salt and fat content are at least 3 and 5 times the recommended intake respectively. It's more harmful than anything. It's almost like eating fast food, so to speak, or whatever you'd like to call it, is not healthy. Jungfrau, I've been making this for decades. There's no one buying it who doesn't like it. If I suddenly changed my recipe, my regulars would have my head. You said it's like a... You said it's no solo dish. It's like a side, like potatoes, and best both mashed together, but not pure sauerkraut. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the hell be going on. I don't know. Freaking Hibiscus is like, listen, if you're trying to stay alive longer, change the recipe or you're gonna die, okay? I'm just suggesting it with their health in mind. Listen, and he's suggesting it with his business. Everyone's spending their money here, myself included, isn't infected. A diet so high in salt and fat could even have worse repercussions on infected than on the healthy. I'll just ask you this one thing. Does my food taste good or not? It's extremely delicious. Then that settles it. But I still think, alright, I know you can't appreciate my craft. My heart goes out to you. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'd like to ask a few questions, can I? Seeing as a business isn't exactly booming right now, ask away. Well, why don't you tell me how business has been lately? Up to my ears. More and more people out to eat the past few days, probably thanks to the warm weather. Warm weather? Well, I mean, okay, well, the weather is warmer over here today. It's been cold the last few days. I know up north, oh my god, blizzards, people getting hit with temperatures in the negatives. I'd die in that. Are you familiar with everyone who comes to eat? I am. Every patron of mine comes from, I was gonna say come from. Alright, every patron of mine's from the Afterglow. I know basically all of them. Are they all infected? They are. Have there been any who hadn't shown themselves for a while but came to buy from you again these past few days? That's right. Quite a few too, if I think about it. Could I ask you to tell me which one of your customers that applies to? Where do they all live? Yeah, just casually asking it. This dude. Yeah, your customers. Can you tell me where they live? You know, I need that information. Thank you. No problem. Finally, how have you been feeling recently? Oh wait, that's the wrong voice. I gave Hibiscus the dude's voice. My bad, Hibiscus. Now you sound like him. What's up, Rumsey? How you doing today, man? You said a reoccurring gag with Hibiscus is that her cooking is awful because she's so obsessed with making it healthy. No sugar, no salt. I know somebody like that like cooks, but they don't even use salt and stuff. Like, oh, it's disgusting. It looks like me. Chat, this does not look like me. In what dimension would this look like me? What are you talking about? Alright, you mean the auropathy? Fairly regular, nothing one way or another. But with business good lately, I've been really on top of keeping my stocks up. I'm guessing you're not too obsessed with music? Heh, I've never been too much of an artist. Don't have as much drive as them. If I could keep my family fed, I'm happy. That's all my questioning then. Thank you for humoring me. I hope business thrives for you. Thank you. But you've still only taken one bite, Jungfrau. Won't you have a little bit more? Well, didn't I just... I'm joking. You doctors put health first. I understand that, but naturally, taste's a priority for us chefs, and doctors, by and large, well, they give us some understanding back. What do you say? I can understand, but I still can't approve. Just understanding's a good start. We could put our differences aside. Next time you want a bite, remember, come by. She has me wondering, though. Seemed on the verge of tears after she took one bite. Such a nice young girl. Makes you wonder why she had to be a sarcasm. Yeah? Chef Coach. One thing of sauerkraut, please. Coming up. Oh, it's you. 2 portions of mincemeat and a slight char in your sauerkraut, yeah? Thank you. That girl just now looked a little strange. You seen her before? She's been all around the streets lately. If I didn't before, I have now. What are you gonna invite her to yours for a cup? Forget it. You've seen how she's so busy, probably on some serious business. No chance to have some coffee. Here we are. Cases with abnormal improvement are distributed over an even wider area than I had guessed. Hey, yo. I'm sorry. That's alright. I should be the one apologizing. I was so preoccupied admiring this magnificent building, I got in the way of your motif. Listen, chat. They gotta stop making these attractive characters. They just keep doing this. They're gonna just make us down bad for every character that pops up. Okay, not every character. Because yesterday there was Mrs. Claus. And I didn't know it was gonna be Mrs. Claus on the screen. And then I was like, oh no. Why? Why would you do this? So, not every character is bad. I'll say that. Alright. Let's get back to this. Motif? Goodbye. Wait, that's their cousin? Really? It's not a spoiler, by the way, it was revealed before. Okay. Goodbye? She's in a hurry. Though I suppose it's about time to head back. There's no residence in the square. Okay. Hey, Fräulein. What a strong smell of alcohol. Yeah, you devil. And you just left my house. You don't remember? So you're a relative of Mr. Schneider's? You didn't seem to be at home when I made my visit just now. I'm his son. You sucked my father's blood. What? Excuse me? Hibiscus. Dante, not a moment too late. This man's here is extremely worked up, and I don't know what he's trying to convey. He's drunk. Dante from Rhodes Island. Go tell your boss right now to send this devil back home and never let her back in the Afterglow. Just calm down for now. Tell me what she did. It helps me write my report afterward. I was wondering why you were taking so long to return. Head back to the branch office for now. I'll observe a little longer. Something's not right here. Maybe what he says could help us out somehow. She sucked my father's blood. Devil. Bloodsucker. You know what that means. Mr. Schneider, you may have heard legends about vampires, but I'm just an ordinary sarcas. Fresh blood has no attractive force on me. Who said anything about vampires? Hey, buddy, what do you say? What she's doing, collecting blood from infected? Me? Yeah, you. Go on. I'm busy right now, excuse me. He's like, yeah, I want no part of this. I'm gonna head out, yeah? Gah, some people have no spine. Bro, you tell me. Well, I'm not too sure of the details, but I have heard about casters using infected blood to do their arts. And the Spire casters secretly abducting infected lately. They're doing about the same thing. That's what I want to hear. The devil's been collecting our blood from all over. That shit's exactly what she's doing. Collecting the blood of infected for arts. Based on what I know, nothing apart from the, quote-unquote, Witch King's remains. Hibiscus's mindless utterance stuns not just the two infected into silence, but the entire crowd around them who gathered to see what the fuss was about. Ooh, you said to be fair, she could collect my blood all day? Yeah, chat. You'd utter the Majesty's name? Just like that? You really are all tied up. What's up, Damien? How are you? And that's it. She has to be. It's what the prophecy said. This devil's gonna use infected's blood to blast us with arts. Prophecy? You mean the one His Majesty issued? Right. That one. We can't let that prophecy come true. Did you say prophecy? I heard there was a prophecy recently, but it was all vague. What did it say exactly? I'm just as curious. You're trying to drive me off based on some prophecy, but I don't even know anything about it. How do you expect me to go just like that? We can't just talk about it out loud. Who can guarantee you didn't leave behind some kind of arts? Maybe our each and every move is all... Eek. Then tell us quietly. What exactly did the prophecy say? Dante, have you heard similar rumors lately? It rings a faint bell, to be honest, but I never paid any attention to it. Not to mention, His Majesty died long ago, and even if he were alive and well, he'd have no reason to leave any prophecy specifically in the Afterglow. People just keep coming. Girlie, I think you should take a hike. There's everything to fear here. You doing good? That's good to hear. Get out of the Afterglow! Please, everyone, don't just trust an unfounded rumor like this Keith ASMR. Listen, chat, you're getting ASMR for me for free. That's crazy. Rumor? You got the gall to call a prophecy a rumor? You. Man, they all staring at you. Sir, one moment. You're saying me and those remains are all tied up. Then next you're suggesting I'm disrespecting him. What exactly are you trying to get at with all these contradictions? What are you inciting? The way you sort behave. Common sense never applies. Besides, Who knows what a devil like you is up to, coming here to Afterglow and using your investigation as a cover to steal our blood. Yes, this was just a huge operation so we could suck the blood from everybody. Yes, we're becoming Dracula. Yes. Freaking Castlevania. Alright, even if you mean no harm, we can't just ignore the prophecy and let you stay here. Isn't that right, everyone? Yeah, that's right. Then they just start booing her. Start throwing tomatoes at her and stuff. I'm not sure why you all seem so scared of a fictional calamity taking place here. It's probably His Majesty's name hanging over you. But there's something that scares me more. I'm scared I won't be able to find an explanation for this incident. If I cower now, then maybe I'll be losing a golden chance to save lives. Maybe I'd leave you all to be in danger just because of my own cowardice. You can look at me like a cruel caster using infected blood for arts. You could treat me like some devil spreading disaster. I don't mind any of it. I just want to save lives. Beyond that, I'm not asking the Afterglow for anything else. No more lies. If you don't go, you're here to destroy the Afterglow. Everybody, I don't intend to start a conflict with you here. If you truly want me out of sight, I could return to the Rhodes Island branch office for a time and you could all cool down in the meanwhile. Would that be okay? Psh, now you're talking reason. No. Where do you think the Rhodes Island's office is? It's here in the Afterglow too. Or do you think Rhodes Island has some special privilege, huh? That you could just take it out on the Afterglow's hand? You take it out of the Afterglow's hands? We won't let that happen. Everyone with me, drive this devil away. Some come charging in, some stay motionless where they are, and some choose to turn their backs on Hibiscus, leaving the site of trouble. No matter the choice they've made, Hibiscus simply stands there, not choosing to fight nor choosing to flee. Well, these people suck. You said I finally came back to PC gaming, Pog. I feel myself fulfilled again now. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to PC gaming. Alright. Yeah, no, that crowd, dude. Them damn prophecies, dude. Alright, it's time to beat up some civilians. Let's do it.
You just focus on giving orders.
Alright, you civilians. You wanna treat me like this? You could get beat. Alright, let's get some extra points.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. And devil is a slur. Yeah, people are racist against the sarcasm. Yeah, they didn't really seem to like her. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. If I do this, and then I want to, let's see, because if they get past, okay, oh, if I do that straight up like that, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah. Oh, I could switch it back and forth if I really want to. I don't think it really matters, because Thorns could just take care of that, though. I just wanted you to have your little boost there. Alright. Like, am I even really gonna need to put in any other character? Weird creature. Hello.
Hold it back. Watch out for fires. I have to get serious now. It's not my wish to take lives. Watch out for fires.
I guess this will do.
Professor? Watch out for fires.
Alright, guess I'll use this now. Oh, wait a minute. Chat, when did that dude get past me? What the hell? Hello. Oh, wait, you have a 3-block. Wait, maybe you have a 2-block. Because you could block what? Yeah, you probably had a 2-block. Oh, crap. I didn't even notice that thing. Yeah, well, we'll run that stage back, because that's an extremely easy stage. Okay. Let me just read this real quick, and then we'll run that back real quick, because that's an easy stage. I just didn't know that thing had 2 block. I was just like on autopilot. Okay. Alright, Adante tries his best to stop the tide of people approaching Hibiscus, but what a single person could do is limited. The crowd quickly passes by Adante and surrounds Hibiscus. Don't make me repeat myself, out of the way. What are you people trying to do? She's here to help you, so why are you doing this? This has nothing to do with you, Adante. If you're gonna protect this devil, then get her out of the Afterglow. What? What's going on here? Cried? Hibiscus is in there, and they're mobbing her. Move out of the way, let me inside. Damn. Huh? What hole did you crawl out of? Oh, I remember now. You're the kid who drifted into the Afterglow not too long ago, right? Be a nice lad and go back to taking care of your oppa. And don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Hibiscus only came here to help all of you. Why are you treating her like this? People like you will never understand. We're protecting our homes from the devils, so get lost. She's not here to take your blood and fulfill the prophecy, okay? That's not what she's doing. Hibiscus isn't like that. All I know is that Hibiscus is here to treat Oropathy, and she's wholeheartedly devoted to it. Can't you all see that? Treat Oropathy? Whose Oropathy is she here to treat? Cried, you don't need to get involved with this. This is, Weisheim after all. They wouldn't dare. Wouldn't dare what? The cello? Are you out of your mind? If you've got a problem, come at me. What are you flinging arts at him for? What's any of this got to do with him? I wasn't trying to. Why the hell do we have to answer to you? Get the hell out of here, or we're gonna put a hole in your body just like we did this cello here. What's wrong? Y'all suck. You guys actually are the worst. Like, really? This is what we're doing? What's up, Dino? How you doing? Someone's playing the flute. Who wants a piece of us next, huh? Show yourself. Oh boy, well, you about to see. My heart won't stop pounding. Okay, however you say that name. Skahibi? Why do you have to show up here? Hey, where are all you people going? Why are you... Did you not hear that sound? Yeah. Wait, could it be? Don't tell me it's... Please. Have mercy, I just had a bit too much to drink. I absolutely meant you no disrespect. Ah, okay, that's what that means? I see. You said you're on demon time, that's how you're doing? What, after last night with the matches dying out? Man, that was hell. Alright, what in the world am I doing? The crowd. They were gone? Clyde, are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine, but my cello... Oh no, the body's been damaged so badly. Can it be fixed? I don't know. Oh yeah, no, it was bad last night, Ramsey. We went on like a 10-game losing streak. It was bad. It was like the one of the worst losing streaks we went on. It was hell. It was actually hell itself. Yep, there he is. Thanks for coming to my aid. Don't mention it. It's a pleasure to meet you, or perhaps meet wouldn't be the right word. However, I haven't had a chance to say hello until now. To be honest, you were in quite a bit of danger back there. Even though the Afterglow is technically part of Weisheim, your average patrolman has no desire to come around here. If they decided to attack you, there's a good chance nobody would have come to help you for a while. Then I must thank you again, and whom do I owe the pleasure? Just call me Ebenholz. Or Ebenholz. I'll say Eben. Then, Ebenholz, have you heard of the prophecy they were talking about? Not even once. Just caught a wind of it from the crowd here. In other words, this prophecy hasn't reached the cliffy patio at all? Cliffy patio. That's where all the nobles in Weisheim live, right? But yeah, how you doing, Mirrorwind? Don't lump me in with a lot of them. Huh? But aren't you Weisheim's? I'm actually not a native of Weisheim. Besides, it's discourteous to casually speculate about a noble's identity. Then did you come all the way into the Afterglow to perform in Mr. Zerny's concert? Are you also an infected? Sorry, but I don't have oropathy. Or oropathy. Alright, but I heard from someone that only infected are performing. That's enough chit-chat for now. Are you in a hurry? Of course I am. Clyde and I were supposed to go to Zerny's house and have him access our practice today, but then all this broke out. Sorry for wasting your time. I'll be heading back to the office now. You'd be like, damn, they effed up that cello. We don't have to get you a new one. Alright, don't start moping on me. Let's head to Zerny's first. I'm sure he'll find you a new instrument, seeing as how he's so fond of you. Hey. I was only joking around. Don't worry about it. But that sure is strange. I haven't heard about His Majesty's prophecy or anything of the sort. Could it have been Gertrude? I think I've heard something along those lines before, but only very vaguely, and there's never been any mention of Sarkaz. Well, whatever. The concert's the only thing that matters. What a quaint... Ooh. Oh, thank you for the $2. I appreciate that, Damien. Thank you very much for that. That goes a long way, honestly. Okay, what a quaint group of people, though. If they really care so much, they should head to the door of the Empress's voice and start hollering His Majesty, His Majesty. Now that would be a fun show. Well, let's set that aside for now and head to Mr. Zerny's place. But my cello! I already told you, Mr. Zerny will get a new one for you. Besides, it's not even your fault. Even if Mr. Zerny wanted you to pay him back for that cello, you still got me. Right. They become cool with each other. That's cool. Alright. We're at Zerny's. The cello is broken. What? Did the two of you decide to jump into a fight? No, that's not what happened. Then what happened, Clyde? Ebonholes and I ran into Hibiscus while we were on our way here. Hibiscus? She was surrounded, attacked by a group of people calling her a devil and saying she'd bring disaster to the Afterglow. What nonsense. I was trying to defend her and the cello got blasted by somebody's arts. Casting arts in the open streets. What's going on in people's heads these days? And so, you managed to beat them back? No. Ebonholes dispersed them with his arts and helped me and Hibiscus get out. He helped you? Yes. Alright, I have a clear picture now. This poor cello, alas, it was the only decent one I had. I'm sorry. Don't apologize, you didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I should be the one apologizing to you on the behalf of the Afterglow for those idiots. In any case, just put the cello over there. I'll go look around and see if there's anything suitable for you to use. We gotta get that new cello. Chat, has there ever been an instrument that you really wanted to play? Like, have you ever wanted to play an instrument? Even if you never really thought about it, what's an instrument that you would want to play? What's something that you would find interesting? All that's left is the mass-produced one. You'll have to make do with it. Now let's hear how much you've progressed in your practice. Alright, I see harp and I see triangle. Harp? Yeah, that would be pretty crazy to play the harp. The triangle, listen. I could play the triangle, you know. Piano. Okay. Ocarina? Ooh. An ocarina, huh? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. For me, it was the saxophone. I would have loved to learn how to play the saxophone, but Lord, that would be Something. Maybe at some point in my life I'll actually, you know, attempt to learn how to do that. I'm probably gonna suck horribly, but you know, anybody does when they start an instrument, right? Guitar or piano? Yeah, learning how to play guitar would be really cool too. That would be pretty sick. But I guess saxophone or guitar, honestly, yeah. I think that's what I'd go with. I knew how to play the recorder back in like elementary school. They forced us to learn how to try to play the recorder though. That was the thing. And I hated it. I hated it so much. Like, we were in elementary and we had like a very demanding teacher that she would get angry and stuff, and it was like, dude, we're in elementary school. We're gonna be messing up on this, okay? You can't expect us to be geniuses. Like, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah. Remember, we had to play like Hot Cross Buns or whatever the song is on the damn recorder. Freaking hate it. Anyways, you played violin for several years. You should get back into it at some point. That's pretty cool, violin, wow. That is pretty damn cool. How to get those 8-year-olds to perfect, yeah, Hot Cross Buns, Yeah, we had flute lessons, optional in elementary. I was bad at it already, so your music career ended where it started. Well, at least it was optional for you. They made us do it. Like, we were forced to for music class. It was some BS. And we'd be terrified because we would have to take the test, so we'd have to play a song, and oh my god. Maybe that's why I never decided to do anything with band after. I was like, I'm done. I don't need to do this in middle school and join band or something. Alright, begin. Am I going to actually hear the music, or are you just going to act like I heard the music? Okay, we're acting like I heard it. Herzerny. What did you think of that? I won't say there was no improvement. And considering how the two of you have only been practicing for a day, I shouldn't expect too much. But it doesn't seem that any of the problems from before have been fixed. None of the problems from before have been fixed. How could that be? You're reacting a lot faster now, Evenholes, but you're still getting carried away in your own passages, as if you're trying to show off. In the end, you still need Cry to accommodate you. What's up, Odoron? How you doing? You're not even familiar with the music yet, so what are you trying to show off for? And then there are those ornaments. You managed to hit them all, but it's making your breathing completely uneven. What's the point of that? Clyde, on the other hand, is more solid in comparison. His main problem is insufficient mastery, something that could be solved with more practice. But at the end of the day, Morgan und a Bend is a duet. It is impossible for one person to constantly be accommodating the other. He's basically saying, you're getting carried right now by Clyde, do better, stop sucking. One of your neighbor's kids hit the recorder period recently because their parents have been making them practice outside. Oh, really? Doing good, and you? I'm doing good. And I should check out Zerny's English voices after beating the 6th stage. One of the best well-acted operators so far. I did hear his voice. I listened to some lines like before I streamed yesterday. So I did hear how he sounds. And yeah, he has quite the voice. Very aggressive. In all honesty, I would prefer to strike Morgan und a Bend. Herzerny. What is it? How about this? Can we try again with you accompanying Ebenholz on piano? Are you sure that's a good idea? I won't be playing around him like you do. Don't blame me if he makes an utter fool of himself. It's pronounced more like Churney. Oh, Lord. Lord, help me with the pronunciations for these names. Okay, it'll be fine. Chip her up. I know you could settle this one in one go. Are you ready? Let's go. Is that the end of that one? No. You said you couldn't work with someone, what was that? Journey? How's that? Her journey. Oh god, it feels weird saying churney now instead of zerny. I'll go, oh god, your journey. You, what the hell? Your braggadocio hasn't changed at all. What do you take your flute for? A tool to help you show off? Damn, you be just cooking him. However, I had no intention of matching your rhythm at all, but more or less managed to stay steady throughout your part. Yeah, you managed to. Blah. It's clear to me now that while Clyde is accommodating you, he's covering for your bad habits rather than a lack of skill. While there's still ample room for your improvement, you've at least met my minimum threshold. What's up, Mekta? How you doing? So that means you pass. Fantastic. I won't pull my punches, though. I've already had to lower my standards to rock bottom today. I may ask you to show me your progress at any time. If you're still playing at this level before the concert, I will not let you step onto that stage. Am I clear? Rest assured. Additionally, Cried, you're playing on a mass-produced instrument right now, and it is only for emergency use. I would still recommend you find something else. Gucci, how's your music class going? It's going great, you know? It's going great. Evan Holes is getting roasted, but other than that, you know, we're good. But the one you gave me is... Don't worry, I'll cover you. Oh? Let's go shopping tomorrow morning. I'll get you the very best. You said Lucky Kazimierz might get you to use the names... okay, might get you used to the names pronunciation since a lot have names spelled like that. Yeah, the sugar daddy got our back, don't worry. Churney being a teacher. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be cool with Churney, you know? We'll be cool with him. He just got a bit of a temper, that's all it is, but he, you know, can't be a bad guy. What is it? So I was telling you about His Majesty, right? His Majesty's prophecy. Here we go again. No foolin'? Tell me more about it while we walk. I'd like to hear it again in detail. Alright, that's where that one ends. Okay. Nice. Perfumer. Damn, 90 LMD, I'm rich, boys. Holy. Yeah, this nutcase. Them, like I said, Arknights and the prophecy stuff, dude. They got characters that go berserk. Alright, let's do this again real quick, because I let one enemy through on accident. So we're just going to shred through this real quick. Do a little fast forward, and then we'll keep it going. Alright.
Follow my light. Watch out
if
for
you
the
insist. Did I just... Yeah? Chat, how do I...
Ooh, almost dozed off.
How do I... Chat, how do I manage to do worse on a stage when I did it easy the first... I swear, sometimes when I play this game, I piss myself off so fast. How do I... I don't know. Listen, chat. I beat CC in a few hours, and then I failed this stage in 10 seconds. Oh wait, did I click on the... Ah, oh, damn it, chat. I wasn't trying to click on this. Damn. No, get me out of here. Okay, get me out of here. Get me out. Let me go back to the other stage real quick. Okay. Oh my god, I got it. Now I'm gonna have to read that now. Jesus, chat. It's easy to drop your guard for real. No, get me out of this. I'm not doing this. Oh my god. Just everything just gets more scuffed.
Run!
My brain cells are running for me. That's what's running. Okay, chat, let's try that again. Alright, over here. Holy. But yeah, this event made you E2 Nightingale. Yeah, Nightingale is very good at E2. I just M3'd my Nightingale a few days ago. Yeah, 0 sanity over here, you know. Alright, so let's just, let's do what I did the first time. I don't know why I'm trying to do things differently and be an idiot. There's no reason for that. Just be smart. Just be smart. That's all it is.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Dang, he got the triangle up there, bro. Look at him. Alright, so he's going that way, whatever. Honestly?
I'll be careful.
Yeah, let's do that.
Gather around me, guys. Watch out for fires. This is...
There we go. The triangle guys are annoying. Oh yeah, let me see what they do. Yeah, they just shoot projectiles at me. Yeah, we should be fine. I think I could run it like this.
Locked and loaded.
Alright.
This may be a little hot.
Yeah, just cook them. Cook them. This should work right here very well.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. Roger.
You can just pop this just for the hell of it.
Temperature stable.
Alright, and here we go. Irene Gaming, boys. Irene Gaming. You said you wish you had Nightingale, you had not got her for a few years? Really? It's always interesting to hear people say, like, oh yeah, like, there's a character that was out for a while and I just did not have her, and then meanwhile other people get her immediately. It just depends. It's very interesting how that goes. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, I forget who, but I know there it might have been multiple people that were like, oh yeah, I'm jealous that you got Bagpipe because I've been playing for so-and-so amount of time and I still don't have Bagpipe, and I'm just like, damn. You said wherever I go I see way. Way is love, way is life. Alright, so this, well, I need to read the before. Alright, and carry out my wayward son. Yeah, you proud of yourself for that joke? Okay, let me see. That's right, this is the place. Oh yeah, chat. I haven't looked up any videos, but how is Ebenholz, like, gameplay wise? Because he's the 6-star, right? Is he like cracked? Because I have no idea. I didn't look into it. Alright. Let's continue here. It's complicated, really. Isn't this place too ornate to be a music store? So yeah, a bit cracked. He's not bad, but he's not meta. He's fun to use though. He's niche at best. Okay. You prefer Aya. Yeah, I mean, I just E2'd Aya. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like his design and his character. He's cool. But, yeah, no, Gavial Altar. That's where my brain is. Gavial Altar. So, yeah. Maybe at some point I'll get him now. I do not know. Of course, this is the best music store in all of Weisheim. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought you here. But I didn't apply to enter the Cliffy patio. Those bureaucrats are so inefficient that by that time, by the time reading, am I right? They process your application. This concert would have already been over. Plus, even if we do get found out, we'd only be looking at a fine. Milner Banner, when to come into EN server? You want the swing guy? I'm not sure. I guess in a couple of months, right? But I'd probably get him because he's looking pretty crazy. It's gonna be gacha hell with the 3 upcoming altars. You gotta go for. Yep, they want us to bring out the credit card, huh? That's what they want. Yeah, always suggest checking units. You may try him as support. Yeah, that's true. I could try him out on a stage and see what he'd be doing. He's a Mystics caster, so he needs time to charge his shots. Okay. I see. Alright, what was I? I heard that if someone helps an infected leave the Afterglow, the punishment for them is worse than for the infected. What's there to be afraid of? It'll be fine. Stand up straight and don't act skittish. Just don't let anyone be able to tell and we won't have any issues. Welcome, Mainher. Are you here to pick out an instrument or... Of course. Let's find ourselves a cello first. Very well. Who might this gentleman with you be? Him, he's my... I apologize for my rudeness, but I must remind you, those that are wearing unauthorized apparel are not allowed into the store. I'll go wait outside then. Unauthorized apparel? What's wrong with the fit? Outside? What are you exactly afraid of? Acting all suspicious. Don't tell me you. Do you have any idea who upon your casting aspirations, unauthorized, suspicious? How dare you use such words to describe a noble? Do you value your job or not? He has simply fallen on hard times, and he has no choice but to dress plainly. His clothes are neither damaged nor dirty, so why would he not be allowed inside the store? Excuse my rudeness, but this gentleman's attire does not match the store's required style of... Style? My cousin has just suffered a great upheaval. His cello, which he cherished greatly, was destroyed in turmoil. I wanted to bring him here to buy a new cello as a way of expressing my condolences. What right do you have to spout nonsense about style? I am terribly sorry about this, but it is store policy that all customers must be dressed appropriately. I'm sorry, but I cannot allow your companion to enter. Fine, then. Ebenholz takes off his cloak and drapes it over Clyde. Now he's wearing the same clothes as me. Can he enter, or is my cloak somehow part of your inappropriate dress? If I put my cloak back on later, am I also not allowed to enter? Well, what are you gonna say now? Huh? What are you gonna say now? I'll go ask the manager. Yeah, bro, get the hell out of here. This one just can't mind his own business. Here, your coat. Thank you. You're welcome. It was my idea to bring you here to buy a cello in the first place. I'm bringing you inside the store one way or another, even if I have to pick a fight with that clerk. We'd like to extend our sincerest apologies to the both of you. The manager will be here shortly, and he will personally show you our instruments. Yeah, idiot. Base sugar daddy. Excuse me, are you busy right now? Oh, it's Hibiscus. I've gotten plenty of time. Well, I've got plenty of time, yeah. It's about your condition. Yeah, he can't enter, but when he wants to leave, he gets called acting suspicious. Yeah, that didn't really make sense, right? That was weird. Phew. I was worried that clerk was going to report us to the authorities. Nonsense. It's not like he knew you were infected. He just saw your shoddy clothes and took you for a commoner. Tisk, tisk. Looks like we forgot something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Clyde doesn't even look like bummy or anything, I wouldn't say. I definitely wouldn't say that. We did? Our suits, of course. Surely you don't plan to wear this on stage. It's too unprofessional. Let's go. I'll find you the best tailor in all of Weisheim. No, I can't. During the fitting, the oranginium crystals would... You do have a point. In that case, we'll find the best tailor in the Afterglow. How about it? Yeah, rich people logic. The dude really was like, he doesn't got the drip, you know. The sky is blue and fine. Alright. I can't thank you enough for buying this cello for me and helping me order a suit. The cello's on me, and we haven't even gotten your clothes yet, nor do we know how they'll look on you. You could save your thanks for later. We'll know by tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure they'll fit just great. He's so excited. So thank you. Since we left the store, all you've been doing other than humming is thanking me. We've been over it a dozen times. The river murmurs clear. Yeah, Clyde is so happy. I mean, dude does, you know, he deserves it, honestly. This tune. What's the matter? I think I've heard it before. Maybe I haven't. Never mind. It's probably just my imagination. By the way, you've studied the cello, so why don't you have one of your own? Did it break? The teacher who taught me how to play did give me a cello, but it didn't take long for someone to mess it up. Even though it's still sitting back at home, by the time I leave the city, I might only be able to bring the bow with me. There we go. He's a pretty chill guy. Just the bow. What's the purpose of that? Seeing the bow is enough to remind me of my teacher. I'm afraid that if I were to lose the bow, I might forget my teacher as well. Forget? Don't you remember your teacher just fine? Actually, I'm already starting to forget. My teacher was a nice, sancta lady with very long hair. She dressed plainly and always had a smile on her face. I used to remember a lot more as if she were standing right before my eyes, but not anymore. There are actually a lot of others I've wanted to remember, so I need a few keepsakes to make sure that I won't completely forget. Keepsakes, huh? What about right now? What do you plan to remember Journey by? I suppose a signature would do just fine. What about hibiscus from Rhodes Island? For hibiscus, maybe an empty medicine bottle with Rhodes Island's logo? Psh, you're too easy to please. So long as it helps me remember, the actual object doesn't matter. What about me then? It'd be this cello, wouldn't it? Maybe something else. The cello from my teacher didn't last very long. If this one also... Fair enough. I want to keep a coin that you gave me. Maybe punch a hole through it and wear it as a pendant. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Money is how you remember me? Is there something wrong with that? Then I'll pick something else. No. It's a fine idea. Shall we head back home and practice? Actually, I was thinking, why don't we pay a visit to Herr Czerny's first? Oh, I'll pass. It's no secret that he gets all pissy when he sees me. I'm sure that it's just a misunderstanding. It will get cleared up. You've been saying that since the first day we met him. Even if it really is some sort of misunderstanding, I think we're well beyond that point of clearing anything up. So yes, I'll pass after all. But Herr Czerny approved of you yesterday, didn't he? All misunderstandings have to be resolved bit by bit. Well, aren't you optimistic? Let's go. I want to see him so we could try out the cello you just got for me. It would be a shame if such a wonderful instrument didn't have a knowledgeable audience. If you say so. Back to Hibiscus. Excuse me, are you busy right now? Hibiscus. Sorry, but now's not a very good time. I'd just like you to answer a few questions. You're also free not to answer if there's anything you're not comfortable with disclosing. You're not gonna take my blood? I wouldn't do that without your consent. Hey, yo. Okay, what? What do you mean by that? Alright, Clyde has Evanhold whipped, like, after 2 days and neither of them know it. Oh my god. Okay. I don't want to believe it, but this cello isn't something you could find in the Afterglow after one morning of shopping around. You went to the cliffy patio, didn't you? I did. Bold of you. Actually, Ebenholz got into an argument with a store clerk just so I could go into the store. An argument? Did he think your clothes were not fancy enough? The clerk said something about not being able to enter the store unless dressed appropriately, but do you see anything wrong with Kryde's attire? They were purposely fault-finding because Kryde was wearing commoners' clothes. So you, a noble, have begun to fight for the commoners. I did it for Kai. Okay, I get it. You like him. Okay, I get it. This dude, regardless of whether he's a noble or a commoner, his skill is more than worthy of the instruments inside that store. To deny Kryde entry is but to sell those magnificent wares to nobles who needlessly fill their shelves with them would be to treat the finest lumber as firewood. I didn't expect to hear those words out of your mouth. Kryde, go ahead and get acquainted with your new instrument. I'll accompany Ebenholz and have him practice solo for a bit. Let's see if we could change some of his old habits. Change my habits? I dare say. Yes, Herr Czerny. See? All misunderstandings have to be resolved, bit by bit. Herr Czerny's attitude is already changing. The rest is up to you. Hello? You that devil? Get out of here. Do you have memory problems or something? Sorry to bother you. Get your ass back here. Did you need something? You planning to go hiding back in your office again, aren't you? He's about to help out? You're being a bit unreasonable. Who the hell do you think you are? You still owe me quite a lot of coffee money, so who do you think I am? You got some debts out here, man? Owing some money? Oh, it's you. Beigler. I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there. Oops. Thank you. Don't mention it. At the end of the day, the Afterglow is an infected settlement. It's real lively here, but you'll run into plenty who can't be reasoned with, so best be careful out there. Thank you for the reminder. Here's my business card with the phone number of my coffee shop on the front of it. If you're ever thirsty, give me a call. We deliver too. Real fast. Yeah. By the way, hasn't Adante always been the one in charge of Rhodes Island's office? Did you just get dispatched over here? Actually, I'm here to investigate some strange happenings. Oh, Mr. Beigler, regarding your condition, strange happenings? What kind of strange are we talking about? I haven't heard a thing. So this is what happened. Yeah, Ebenholz. I've only had Kryde for 2 days, but if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself. Pretty much. We're back to freaking Booba Lady over here. Alright, how fares the situation? Lachman's plans proceeded spectacularly. Graf Eratika's actions were largely within expectations, though he did cause some hindrance to Lachman. It was most likely accidental and did not incur any lasting consequences. That's nothing. I never expected Lachman alone to drive Rhodes Island out of the Afterglow. As for Czerny, he already had to expend most of the goodwill he's earned, not to mention copyrights, just to invite those haughty critics to the concert. Word also has it that he held his nose and wrote a glowing recommendation for the Noble's album that he held nothing but disdain for. For someone like him, there's no going back now that he's stooped to this level. What about the Sancta from a few days ago? If I remember right, when she applied for the entry into the city, she said that she came from Laterano to immerse herself in Lithuanian culture. According to the records, she concluded her tour around Weisheim and left earlier today for her next destination. So we don't have to worry about her. Let's go. We should be on our way to the Afterglow Hall. but our appointment with the journey isn't until tonight. There's no shortage of prep work to be done. Plus, if that one ever decides to head to Afterglow Hall on a whim, our hired muscle won't be enough to stop him. That's when things get troublesome. And suddenly you want to be a drummer? Okay, buddy. So, a drummer, you say? Alright, now we could do the stage. But what's the stage looking like? What the hunter does not know is that while the final magic bullet remains unshot, true relief will elude him. Okay. Let's do it. I mean, this shouldn't be too bad, eh? Chat, how many stages are in this event specifically? Is it like the normal amount? 8? Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's do a little bit of this.
Scenery here, Doctor.
Plus 2 tutorial stages. Okay. Alright, so we're on stage 3, so we're almost halfway there. Almost halfway there.
My sword will respond the instant I spot the movement.
The story's pretty long, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't look up like a YouTube video to see how long it takes, because I typically do that for events just to get an idea of how long they are, but I didn't do it for this one.
This is the battlefield. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I gotta M3 my Irene. Like, the fact that I have a max pot Irene, if I M3 her and then upgrade her even more with the new module system that they added in, I feel like that would be so cracked out. That'd be insane. That'd be like some unga bunga stuff right there, not gonna lie.
All the best. How's that?
Keep her going. Yeah, spin to win. It's a phrase I used to say when I'd play Smash and somebody would use Donkey Kong. We'd say spin to win because he has that damn spinning move and people would spam it. Alright. Let's put you... Oh, this works. Oh, yeah. And then I'll give you a little heal. There we go. W Gaming. Yeah, I think I'm good to leave the rest of it like
Doctor?
this.
Oh, gather around me, guys. Watch out for fires.
Keep her going, keep her going. This is pretty straightforward.
How's that?
I'm like, perfumer? Okay, yeah, perfumer died, that's fine. Okay. You said good thing W has a 60% dodge that doesn't need a medic at all if you're not unlucky. Yeah, as long as you don't have the worst luck in the world, you'll be okay, right? Alright, nice and easy. Here we are. No good. When is it ever good? Jeez. We didn't do nothing for you. At the triplets know throughout this entire piece. I thought you were trying to show off at first, but after a few sessions it's clear that you're not. Instead, you're deliberately handling high difficulty passages with excessive flair, as if to obfuscate the less technical passages. In theory, you should already be quite familiar with this piece, so what's the point of fudging the easy sections? The point? To fudge my way out of this rut. Rote. Mechanical drilling. How's that for an answer? You've lost your temper. Showing off. Fudging. Why such loaded words? The way I see it, I'm wasting my time repeating the same piece over and over again. Whether you understand or not doesn't matter to me, but you're going to be playing in my concert. If I say it's no good, then that means it's no good. That is true. You playing in this man's concert. Keep practicing, and don't stop until you understand what I'm talking about. Fine. I also want to know what manner of unfathomable creature I'm running from. Start from measure 17. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. They're having a blast together, aren't they? What's the matter? What was going through your head when you played that passage just now? Probably him wanting to punch you in the face and rip off your horns. Nothing in particular. Wrong. You're throwing a fit at me. And what warranted you specifically pointing that out to me? That was the best you've sounded all day. Are you joking? Do I need to joke around with you? All you could think about right now is how to shut me up. Isn't that right? That's exactly the way to approach it. When I wrote this piece, I was also thinking of someone who always competes with me. You're not saying anything, so I assume you're still Shirley? Or Surly, yes? Or do you have a problem with me that you don't want anything to do with me anymore? No, I actually thought... Thought what? I thought that you had a problem with me. I do have a... Yeah, okay. I do have a problem with you. You have a problem with me? And is it that I'm a noble? That is one reason, but not a particularly important one. It's true that I do not like nobles, but that does not stop me from plotting their music. Just as some nobles see me as unclean, that does not stop them from practicing my compositions at home. Even the fortunate ones, sheltered and blissfully unaware of the plight of man, with sufficient respect for music and a desire to pursue it, it may be found expounding the joys of life. But your performance is virtuistic. Virtuous. At times, and yet perfunctory. Okay, at others. Overall, it's as if one side of you is just trying to kill time, while the other is going to great lengths for embellishments and frills, as if to prove to others that your problem is a matter of motivation, rather than capacity. He said he's an art/music teacher. Isn't it part of their job to never praise, to keep one down to terror? Oh Lord, listen, these teachers, this dude be just brutal as hell to this man all the time. Let me be clear about this. This is a form of blasphemy against music, an attitude I can absolutely not accept. Fortunately for you, you've already proven to me that you're not doing it on purpose. At least you have the ability to rid yourself of this state. But what I suspect more now is that you had a talented teacher who was irresponsible towards his students. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of person my teacher was. Thanks to him, I could perform a few pieces on pretty much every instrument, but I loathe him from the bottom of my heart. If that actually is the case, his music must have been quite unusual as well. You're right about that, but I don't want to talk about him anymore. No matter. Back on topic, I need you to remember how you felt today. I'm not telling you to keep holding your nose while you practice this piece, but I'd like you to remember the rhythms and expressions from this last time, and the way you played those passages and transitions. Alright. Good. Let's wrap things up. You must be tired from practicing for so long. I still need to take a look around the concert hall and meet with my sponsor, so I need to get going soon. That's it for today. I'll have Ursula fetch something for you to drink, and cried. Ursula? Ursula? Where are you? Cried. Have you seen Ursula? Do you find him nicer than Gordon Ramsay? I mean, yeah, he's nicer than Gordon Ramsay, because Gordon Ramsay would have cursed you out about 50 times by now, and his face would be just boiling, so yeah. He's nicer than Gordon Ramsay. She said she was going to Rhodes Island to fetch some medicine and left about half an hour ago. Half an hour ago. Their office isn't that far. I'll head down to Rhodes Island's office to see what's going on. You two could go home. I was also about to go there to visit my grandpa, so I'll come with you. Even hoes want to join us? Not like I have anything better to do. Well, I guess that's where we going. Ebenholz, Clyde, and Mr. Journey too. You all came just at the right time. I'm cooking up some food. Would you like to join us in a bit? No, I don't want your food. From what chat's telling me, you make some disgusting food. You ain't cooking up anything good. You cooking up a dumpster fire. I don't want that. Hibiscus, where's Ursula? Miss Ursula's helping out in the kitchen. Well, if it isn't Journey. Didn't you come here to pick up medicine? How'd you end up cooking? That was the plan. But I caught Hibiscus cooking and Dante went out again. Thought it'd be bad to impose and offered to lend a hand. Now you're here and that takes care of tonight's dinner as well. You see you're in the kitchen, run, yeah, book it. Since Ebenholz and Clyde are here too, we need to make extra. No, I'm not hungry. I'm really not that hungry actually. I just ate before I came here. I don't want your food. How about Grandpa's portion? Your grandpa has been asleep this whole time. I'm afraid he won't be able to join us at the table tonight. The whole time? Has his condition worsened? Don't worry, as far as I could tell, that's a common side effect of the medication, but he'll adjust to it soon enough. Alright. Hibiscus, what's this thing? It looks just like an apple. It's a very nutritious tuber. It's good for your health. I haven't seasoned it yet though, so hold on a bit. Yeah, even some Arknights kitchen official arts Hibiscus be burning up some food, damn. So she's just a certified dumpster fire at cooking. That reminds me, there's like an Arknights like cooking manga, right? That they're dropping episodes on, like, well, like not episodes, but they're dropping like parts on, right? And they're putting it on like a website. I saw something about that. I didn't read any of it, but I did get notifications about that. I haven't like read. I haven't read manga in a hot minute. I think the last time I did it was for like Honkai when I read it on stream. It's been out for a while, but they surprised us with the English translation. Oh, I see. Maybe I'll read it on stream at some point. Maybe. Okay, it's a very nutritious tuber. Okay, yeah, I read that already. Okay, weren't you gonna go check out the concert hall with your sponsor? I still have to fill up the tank before I go. That sponsor must be very dear to you, right, Journey? Dear, huh? Ha, quite the opposite. Oh? At first, I truly thought the two of us kindred spirits, but I quickly realized she's not the same kind of person as I. If I recall correctly, your true soulmate was the one intimately connected to Morgan und Bend, only to pass away before you completed that opus. That's right. Now that I think about it more calmly, the reason you rubbed me the wrong way from the very beginning might have something to do with the way this piece came about. Hearing you play Morgan und Bend like that filled my heart with some dissatisfaction. But now that you've seen the light, the stone in my heart has at last been shed. It's all thanks to those hours of intense instruction you provided. Otherwise, I see sarcasm is one of your bad habits. Maybe it is. It's fine. I don't mind. The way I see it, the most important quality a musician could have is sincerity. Sarcasm aside, even deeply rooted hatred, if expressed using the proper techniques, is meaningful all the same. The last dish is ready! Run, boys! Don't eat that food! The Rhine Lab is a must-read. It's so good. Okay. If not for Ursula's help, cooking all these dishes would have taken forever. Eating together makes it feel like we're one big family. Family, huh? Speaking of family, I wonder how Lava's doing back on the land ship. Lava? Lava's my sister and an infected. She could be a handful at times, but she's a good egg. Your eyes lighted up when you mentioned your sister, Hibiscus. Really? Lava's the kind of girl who remembers who's been good to her, even if she's bad at expressing it. She's always getting into trouble. She's also infected, but unlike me, she's really into studying her own Oranginium arts. That's why she needs to pay extra attention to her diet. You on everybody's case about their diet, huh? Plus, she tends to miss meals or stay up too late because of her training, and I always have to remind her. Oh my, I'm sorry. Whenever I talk about Lava, I can't help myself. The food's going to get cold, so let's dig in. I'm gonna go to change Clyde's grandpa's bandages first, and then I'll be right back. Little does she know, the grandpa's dead. Alright, okay, that was a joke. That was a joke. Now, if he's actually dead, I wouldn't even be surprised. This game just loves getting dark out of nowhere, but I don't know. Alright, she sure loves her little sister. That's what siblings are for. I can't help but wonder at times if Menhair had a brother or sister of his own, maybe he'd be a bit more easygoing. Ursula? Hibiscus, are you done changing his bandages? She just got in there. I'll be there in a moment. Coming, thanks for waiting. Now then, don't just stand on ceremony. Go ahead and dig in. The alleys? What's going on? Here you go. One order of pan-fried sauerkraut. Thank you. Finally, something normal to eat. Bro. They said that food was nasty as hell. We finally some good food. Oh my god. Wait, huh? Even pack some of her health food to go? I must admit, the taste was rather odd, but I don't think it's good to waste food. Listen, if you don't throw that in the garbage, you could eat that yourself tomorrow. Let him cook. Yeah, not food, chemical weapons, honestly. Care for another bowl of soup? No thanks, I'm full. I don't want any more. I don't want to eat that ever again. It's a crime to even call that food. You didn't notice anything off of their cooking while you were in the kitchen. Couldn't just go around tasting food being in someone else's kitchen and all. Besides, she does cook plenty healthy, I could see that much. Suppose I could learn a thing or two from Hibiscus, change up me own cooking. Bro left. I'm just joking, come back. Bro said, hell no. I'll start ordering delivery if that's what you're gonna be cooking. I'm back. How was it? Have you eaten yet? If not, thanks for the offer, but I already ate out. Damn. Aw, I even saved a portion just for you. Sorry for making you do the detective legwork, but it's hard for me to get around right now. Does she like her own... she has to like her own food to not realize it's garbage. Like, your food's nasty. Don't worry about it. I'm also part of the Afterglow. If I could find some way to improve the situation, it will benefit me just fine. Now for the data analysis. Okay. Booba lady time? Okay, no, this isn't Booba. Alright, I must say, this setup surpasses my expectations. Far from it. This is your farewell concert after all. If anything, it ought to be more grandiose. I was talking about the instruments. Ah, yes. Dame Gertrude spent a significant amount of money procuring the highest quality instruments. We tried our best to meet you and your musicians' needs when it comes to the venue and equipment. Now that you've had a good look around, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I still haven't seen the lounge. Ah, look at this sorry memory of mine. Right this way. Okay. If you insist. That's strange. Why won't this door open? Is there someone inside? Yes, someone is indeed inside. Dame Gertrude? Considering the significance of this concert, I am personally inspecting the concert hall's furnishings. That you would have to come handle such trivial matters in person means that we have failed our duties. Sincerest apologies. It's fine. If I heard right, Journey is also here. Yes, I am. What are you doing in there? I'm checking the lounge's interior. In my opinion, while the lounge does meet the bare minimum as set by you and your musicians, it leaves much to be desired. Water stains on the mirrors, rusting on the drawers' handles, plating, small holes in the carpet, just to name a few of the problems. I told you before, the concert doesn't need so much pomp and flair. As long as things work, it's good enough. That will not do. As your sponsor, my reputation is closely tied to the performance that you and your underlings put on. How many times do I have to tell you they are musicians who volunteered to play in the concert, not my underlings? There is no difference in the eyes of the people you've invited. Have it your way. I'll open the door for you now. You're free to inspect the facilities yourself. Never mind. I'll just leave it in your hands. Do you not want to come in and take a look? Not in the slightest. You could stop putting on airs. I trust you didn't want to see my face either, right? So let's make things easy for one another. Journey, your tone. This is how we've always talked to each other. Then run along and do as you please. I'll proceed with the needed inspections here. I'll just hope that these mundane affairs will prove to be a benefit to you on the day of the concert rather than a hindrance. Is that the end of that?
Do we have
Yeah, baby, yeah.
victory?
Hibiscus
Yes,
brain,
but not now.
healthy equals
We're
good,
still a
yes.
long way from true victory,
Pretty
aren't
much.
we?
Alright. We're halfway through the event now. Not bad. Alright, chat, here we are. Quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, loud though that was, it's no cause for alarm. Alright. Once again, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream, please be sure to do so. And if you're new to the stream, please be sure to hit that subscribe button also. It does help out very much as we're trying to hit that 7,000 subscriber mark. If you'd like to support the stream, donating is always an option, goes towards the Thorns cosplay. If you'd like to get the YouTube membership, it helps out a bunch also, and you get some emotes and such. So that is another way to help out with the channel. Alright. Okay. So let's see what happens next. Yeah, Gertrude or whatever, she be acting suspicious as hell. Freaking booba lady, booba Texas, yeah. I'll be right there. It's Hibiscus. Good morning, you're up early today. It's barely light out. Where's Ebonholes? He's still asleep. Your eyes are all bloodshot. Did you stay up all night? Wake him up too. Hurry. False recovery. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Do you really not understand me, or are you just... Fine, I'll explain it one more time. The reason I came to the Afterglow is to investigate why the infected people here were suddenly getting better, but according to our visits over the last few days, the infected in the Afterglow are not getting better, but exhibiting something called a false recovery. In other words, the patient's condition appears to be getting better, but in reality is taking a turn for the worse. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Why would they appear to be improving if they're getting worse? Let me explain it another way. Generally speaking, whenever the body is injured, the best outcome is for it to return to its original state. If it is unable to return to its original state, the body will mobilize its non-damaged parts to cover for the functions lost due to injury, a process we call compensation. Right now, most of the infected in the Afterglow have activated their body's compensation functions, causing them to appear to be in a very good shape, but in reality, they are not. But inside them, where the eye cannot see, the severity of their oripathy is rapidly getting worse. At the current rate, a certain cohort is about to enter the decompensation stage. Decompensation. Once the extent of the damage exceeds the body's maximum ability to compensate, the fragile equilibrium is broken and the patient quickly lapses into the acute exacerbation stage of oropathy, where condition deteriorates and sharply and becomes life-threatening. Sounds fantastic. Actually, there are already people starting to enter their acute stage. How? I get the gist of what you're talking about, but what does that have to, do with... Wait, are you saying that Kraid is at risk too? No. That isn't the problem. Based on the analysis of our findings, so you and Kraid seem to be the primary factors of this occurrence. Kraid and I caused all of this? That's complete nonsense. After analyzing your activities and movements, I've confirmed that you or maybe something you're carrying is strongly correlated with the incidents of false recovery. For example, the worker on the laundromat beside your residence said that the day before she felt especially good. Her condition worsened dramatically last night and she was nearly taken to hospice care. I urge the two of you to cooperate with me. If you have any leads, please let me know right away. This is for the safety of everyone in Afterglow. You can't think of anything at all? Nothing's coming to mind. Can the two of you come down to the office and let me check something real quick just in case? It probably has to do with the... I forget the term, but with them both having, the dreams or something? What was the term? I forget what it was, but Ebonholes and Kraid have something in common. I just forgot what it was called, so it probably has something to do with that. So, yeah. Judging by the markers, one of you is a completely healthy man and the other is in the stable phase of oropathy. How could this be? Hibiscus. This time it's the owner of the music shop behind Afterglow Hall. How's the situation? Thankfully, he signed an agreement with the hospital in the Cliffy patio and has already been picked up. Another case of false recovery? That's right. Just yesterday afternoon, he reported no discomfort whatsoever. I'll go follow up just to make sure the hospital doesn't find a way to re-engage on the agreement. Those two, I'll handle it. Then I'll be off. I have to ask again, is there anything you could think of? Every moment is a difference between life and death, so please. How about this? Ebenholz, why don't you come with me first? Let's have a chat about this. Kraid, would you mind waiting a bit inside? Why'd you drag me out here by myself? I apologize in advance if this comes off in the wrong way, but I want you and Kraid to keep some distance from each other. The sooner the better. Why are you telling me this and not him? You suspect that I purposely caused this so-called false recovery? No. If only it were that simple, I'd be able to hand you straight to Weisheim authorities and solve the root of the issue. But the incidents of false recovery started before you arrived, and Adante was the one who noticed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come to that Afterglow or even to Weisheim. Then why did you say that? Before I came, what about Kraid? The phenomenon of false recovery began right after he arrived in Weisheim. After he arrived in Weisheim, how could that be? It was at roughly the same time Kraid arrived in Afterglow, the indicators from a portion of the infected here began to gradually improve. But his effect on the infected was so minuscule at the time that no one else noticed except the thorough and careful Adante. After the two of you met at the registration, Kraid's influence suddenly strengthened. Based on the reports Adante submitted to the Rhodes Islands landship, the situation would have at least taken a half a year to deteriorate to its current state with just Kraid alone. After you arrived, just in a few days' time, we have the current situation on our hands. I need you to explain to me what exactly is going on here. If you don't have an explanation, I'll need you to put things on hold before the situation spins out of control. So I hope you'll leave the Afterglow and Weisheim as quickly as possible. What about the concert? The concert? That's what matters to you? If the false recovery is caused by some kind of arts, then your ensemble would amplify that, if anything. Wait, could it be that's your... Stop. I'll be frank. I hate nothing more than being unfairly accused. This isn't a problem that can be resolved by respecting your feelings. I know. So give me some time. How long do you need? If things go smoothly, just a few hours. If not, I don't know, but I promise I'll be back. Alright, I'll trust you just this once. I don't agree to this. Evanholz worked so hard to perform in the concert and finally managed to win over Journey. It'd be a travesty if he just walked away at this point. You're missing the bigger picture. We're talking about people's lives here. But... Evanholz? Evanholz, where are you going? Evanholz! You look like you're all out of breath. Did you run the entire way here? I'd urge you not to seek me out in this manner. The risk of being exposed is... Exposed? Things are starting to go pear-shaped, and that's what you're worried about? I want to ask you something. Does the resonance from your so-called voice of terror have any effect on other people? The resonance? No. As long as it is not deliberately directed, the voice of terror's resonance should not affect others in any way. Then why did Hibiscus see me and cried as the source of the false recoveries? Hibiscus, a Rhodes Island operator dispatched to Weisheim. So Rhodes Island has termed this phenomenon false recovery, a clear and concise description, as you would expect of such professionals. You knew about it after all. If you're talking about the anomalies that have been happening to the infected in Afterglow recently, then yes, I do know. What exactly is going on? Stated simply, the voice of terror within Kraid is damaged. Damaged? When you cast arts, the voice of terror inside you will activate, therefore assisting you, correct? Yes, I do hear a faint shrill melody as I'm casting arts. How can something like that be damaged? Kraid's voice of terror has always been in an active state, unlike how you are able to turn yours off. In other words, he's been unconsciously casting arts all around him, with no ability to control it. If you ask him, he'd probably tell you that he's always been able to hear some sort of vague melody in his head. You could understand this phenomenon as leakage. This false recovery is a product of the voice of terror's leakage, indiscriminately increasing the activity of Oranginium in the surroundings using the power of the Oranginium to heal the nearby infected. However, this source of healing energy is taken directly from the Oranginium within the body of each infected. Using the infected themselves as arts devices, using the Oranginium inside their bodies to enhance their compensatory functions. This is the false recovery caused by Creed's voice of terror. Creed has been in this state for a long time, continuously affecting the infected around him. Well, that's horrible. Psst. If this has been going on for so long, someone should have figured it out by now. The credit for that goes to you, Evanholz. Me? Resonance. Resonance amplifies the leakage of Kreid's voice of terror, which is causing an explosion in the recent cases of false recovery. That's the situation, yes. And that's why you two can't be next to each other, because you're causing people to get effed up really fast. You two together is like a nuke. That's literally what it is. Y'all out here nuking people's bodies. Fun fact, the Witch King, previous ruler of Lithanian, and his followers used infected people's their arts, units of staffs, manipulating the Oranginium crystals inside of them. Yeah, that sounds horrible. That sounds pretty horrible. Not gonna lie. Jeez. Alright. Let us continue, shall we? But yeah, that's the situation, yes. Alright, I see exactly what's going on now. I hereby withdraw from your plan. Freedom is at your fingertips, and you're going to give it up just like that. I'm not crazy enough to buy my freedom with the lives of an entire swath of infected. You've been shaken by that woman from Rhodes Island. This false recovery is indeed not a good thing, but your concert with Kraid is just a few days away. After a few days, your voice of terror will be removed, and then you'll leave Weisheim. Nobody will even notice that we're short on a few infected. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you walk away now, Graffertika's shadow will follow you your entire life. Is that what you really want? No, but it won't. But I won't do that either. Goodbye, Gertrude. Or Dame, sorry. Dame Gertrude. Where are you going? None of your business. Oh no. Your footsteps sound rather unsteady. Are you getting a headache? Oh boy. I already told you. It's none of your business. Oh boy. Let's hope that a bunch of people don't end up dying in this event. let's hope for the best here, boys, that everything doesn't just go to complete and utter hell. All right, let's do it.
On the battlefield.
Compassion. Yes. Okay. Boy.
Good scenery here,
All right, I think we're gonna do some bagpipe gaming here. Oh, actually, you know what? Get in there, Spectre Alter. Have some fun. You could cover that lane by yourself, easy. Over to here, we could do... Thinking of where I want to really put you. Yeah, that works. Okay. So far, so good. The song's still killing you over here. Okay, we could do
My
this.
sword will respond the instant I spot the movement. This is the battle.
Alright, and now we just mow them down. Mow them down.
I'm not yet satisfied.
Mow them down.
Today, little apple.
Ah, you coming over here, huh? Welcome. That's fine. A little fast forward. A little bit of W. And we should be good. Haven't really needed to use Irene's skill yet, so we're just chilling. We just relaxing over here. Nice and easy. So chat, the boss fight for this event, without saying any spoilers, is it like am I gonna find it difficult, or am I just gonna like steamroll through it? Like what would you guys say about that? Damn, that was, wow. Steamroll? Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we're already halfway through these stages, and I really haven't been, you know, struggling with anything. I mean, it's fine. I'll enjoy this event just for the, you know, for the story, which has been good. One specific unit you probably can't guess could solo it easily. Just rock and roll it, use Elysian on now. Steamroll. Okay. She's insane. She's absolutely insane. That's an entire district of people we're talking about. Yep, Texas Booba Lady's crazy. Who would have thought? Oh my god, she's evil? Besides, does she really think she could come away clean from an incident of this scale? Let the bodies hit the floor. If I went along with her plan, I'd be the first one to take the fall. Even though I'm losing this opportunity, there's nothing to feel bad about. I have other opportunities. I can afford to wait. I've made it to Weisheim's customs office. The headaches. Just as Ebenholz is about to enter the customs office, an intense headache nearly knocks him off his feet. Oh my. A coward on the run. Yeah, maybe I'll use Ebenholz on the boss fight just to try him out. I don't need you telling me what to do. Even if I die in Artika, I don't want to become a murderer like you. You fear. You are afraid. If you are ensnared by fear, then never in your life shall you taste freedom. Shut up, naive idiot. Call me whatever you want. Do you think that woman could get you out of here so easily? good. Doesn't look like there's anyone here. I just need to be extra careful and make sure nobody sees me. Just a little farther and I'll be in the uninhabited plate on the edge of the city. Were you seriously planning to jump off the edge of a nomadic city? Where the hell you come from? How'd you get over here so fast? Wow, that is technically the quickest way out of Weisheim. I would advise against it. The booba's chasing me. Excuse me? Don't force my hand, Gertrude. Booba lady won't leave me alone, chat. What the hell? Then leave me alone and get out of my sight. Where do you plan to go? Weisheim will continue to move until the concert comes to an end. You have nowhere to go. Even if you risk life and limb to force your way out, only the barren wastelands await you. I'd rather step into the uncharted wastelands then. You'd rather die in the waste than spend another second in Weisheim? Correct. I understand how you feel, but can you calm down first and let me finish? What more do I need to hear from you? Do you really want me to reveal everything to you right here, my dear Grafrutika? Grafrutika. You don't need to emphasize my title. I know what you're trying to say. You know, this lady's on pure demon time. First of all, I promise that under the current conditions, our plan could still proceed smoothly. It's not our plan, it's yours. If your semantic games will allow you to sleep better at night, then so be it. Cried's voice of terror is damaged, and Rhodes Island has also discovered its side effect. Can a damaged voice of terror cancel out another one? Even if it could, would Rhodes Island turn a blind eye? Indeed, Cried's voice of terror could still join in resonance. As for Rhodes Island, where do you think we are? This is Weisheim, my domain. Oh boy, oh boy. That little Fräulein Hibiscus is also an infected. Even letting her step into the Lithanian is only to keep up appearances with Rhodes Island. She could go nowhere but Weisheim. In any case, she only knows that there's something going on with you and Cried, but she doesn't know how it's happening. She has no evidence. I understand. You don't have the heart to bring harm upon the infected who have nothing to do with this. The way I see it, this compassion is extraneous. Yeah, extraneous. But if you truly wish to act upon it, it is even more important that you carry out the plan. Carry out the plan and let all those infected people die? I'll tell you the rest of the plan then. You and Cried will duet, and you will remove your own voice of terror. Afterwards, I'll create some commotion in the concert hall, and take advantage of the chaos to kill Cried and disguise his body as yours. What did you say? As he's become the biggest scourge of the Afterglow, it is impossible for him to live on. Impossible for what? Don't be ridiculous. The biggest scourge of the Afterglow is none other than you. As I said before, all the scourges of Afterglow have come from Cried's corrupted voice of terror. Resonance exacerbates the leakage of the voice of terror in an irreversible process. Even if you were to plummet off the edge of this nomadic city, Cried's voice of terror would not return to the relatively harmless state it was in a week ago. More importantly, the voice of terror isn't just harming the people around Cried, it's also hurting him. Oh boy, this just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Wonderful. He is the biggest victim of the resonance between you two. He may seem perfectly healthy right now, but don't be fooled. That is just another example of false recovery. Cried's body may have adapted to the voice of terror in the past, but with the recent surge of leakage, this delicate balance is about to be thrown upside down. An optimistic estimate is that his good days will come to an end within 2 weeks. After that, he will experience the intense sufferings that occur in the acute phase following the false recovery phase. The happiest ending for both him and the Afterglow would be for him to die following the concert. Wow, this is effed. This is completely and utterly just effed. Yeah, this is not good. For you, for me, for the Afterglow, and for him, it would be a good thing. What, you gonna try to put him down like a damn dog? I would obtain a trump card, and I could pull out at any time. The Afterglow would obtain peace, Clyde would obtain his rest, and you would obtain your freedom. Graf Urtica, rightful heir to Lithanian. The last of the Witch King's bloodline. Freedom. For as long as I can remember, I've never known freedom. Yeah, she does not care. She's just saying it all. Poor child. No courtesies or greetings are needed. Just listen to me. Even though you were born into a distant branch far from the Witch King, you are indeed the last of his bloodline. Out of pity, I will not trouble you. Beyond that, you shall also inherit the fiefs, passed down from generation to generation in your family. You will become the Lensher of Urtica. You will learn to take responsibility for your own subjects. You are about to take a completely different path from that of your disgraceful kin. I await you. That was my first memory. I was about 5 or 6 years old at the time. I can't remember from before that. I only vaguely remember coming into contact with a strange thing called the Voice of Terra and nearly lost my life. Staring at the pure white dress in front of me, I was filled with thoughts that I'd become some obscure little aristocrat. I thought I'd live out the rest of my life in peace, with the exception of the occasional headache and the auditory hallucinations from the Voice of Terra. Your illustrious highness, you should know how to mind your words and actions, and not to leave the spire without good reason. I must remind you everything that you have been bestowed upon, that has been bestowed upon you by their majesties. Your illustrious highness, aren't you forgetting something? You ought to praise their majesties before you eat. Your illustrious highness, we will be learning a new piece today. This song expresses the gratitude of the nobles towards their majesties. Please keep that in your heart. Your illustrious highness, your mastery over Oranginium arts is simply transcendent. You want something more elaborate? You need not wear yourself out. Everyone around me did everything they could to limit my freedom, instilling in my mind an allegiance to the twin empresses. If that was the price for being able to live in peace and quiet, I was willing to pay it. I paid it for a very long time. Your illustrious highness, I shall be frank from the onset. You are the true heir to Lithanian. I have been laying in wait in your spire for a number of years now. I'm sure you recognize me. You don't have to say anything. Just listen to me. You don't have to agree with me or repudiate me. I know that you're scared, that you don't want to lose even this life you have now, but you should at least know how these people see you and what they want you to do. I'm sure you know that the attendants the tyrants have forced upon you are setting up the banquet below. I will take you there and let you see the truth. The one in front of me grabbed me and pulled me off the ground. My palm was drenched in sweat. Now that's the good stuff. I've had no idea you'd had such exquisite wine down in the cellar. You flatter me. Urtica's countryside lacks just about everything, but there are indeed a number of master winemakers here. Ayo. Then we've got to make sure to drink our fill before the little runt grows up. Can't be leaving any for him. That simply won't do. The boy has been under house arrest for a number of years, but I'm looking for the right time to teach him how to drink. I'll have to fill him till he's a hopeless alcoholic. Yeah? I was in trance for a short while. You will become the Lensher of Urtica. Oh, so you still had that trick up your sleeves. Once the runt is completely been soaked with wine, there'll be a load off their majesties. Shh. Yes, yes. Right, screw me, mate. Guess I'll have to repent with another glass. Huh. You will learn to take responsibility for your own subjects. But remember, these words don't leave the wine table. We can't allow the boy to have heirs. Or heirs. That's the order from on high. With my life on the line. If it's that big of a deal, why don't you find an apothecary? That won't work. It'd leave a paper trail. Only by letting him usher his own downfall will be my task. Well, will my task be considered complete? Man, everybody sucks in this game. Ambitious. Truly ambitious. Come, let us drink to that. Or ambitious. I'm stupid. I said ambitious. Ambitious. What the hell? Ambitious. Ambitious. Yeah, ambitious. Truly ambitious. Come, let us drink to that. There we go. You are about to take a completely different path from that of your disgraceful kin. If I could get rid of the boy without getting my hands dirty, then Artika would be mine. I'll drink to that. Prost. Prost. Did you hear that, boy? This is the peaceful, easygoing life you wanted. There, Ebenholz? Ebenholz? You fell over on the spot. I almost had you sent to the hospital. Feeling a little better? I'm perfectly fine. About the plan, I don't want to hear it right now. I'm going. As I said, you could leave at any time. Don't come pestering me again. Well, you'll have to forgive me for being bad at following orders. So yeah, this dude Ebenholz had a bad past. Had to deal with some really scummy people. Welcome back. Your complexion looks terrible. What's wrong? Did you get sick? I'm fine. You sure don't look fine to me. Go rest in bed and I'll boil some water for you. There's no need. Relax. I used to take care of Grandpa when he first got sick. Just lie down and let me handle the rest. If you don't get any better, I'm gonna tell Hibiscus. I'll be right back. Artika endures a splitting headache and lies there in bed. Yikes. His consciousness gradually blurs. Deprived maggots. They would destroy your exalted bloodline. Shut up. Oof. My guy. Self-deprecating trash. The sound of a cello comes from afar. The sky is blue and fine. Clyde? His headache is no less intense, but the voice in Artika's head is drowned out by the melody from the cello. A wave of reprieve washes over him. The breeze lifts by in song. Yeah, we actually got to hear the cello this time. This melody sounds somewhat familiar. His splitting headache makes it impossible for him to gather his thoughts, but he feels he has heard this melody somewhere before. The river murmurs clear. Where have I heard this before? Where? My heart. My guy going through it right now. He needs some life alert. You're awake. Just stay put for now. Hibiscus came over and drew blood when she saw the state you were in. She said there's nothing wrong with your body, but you might be overstressed and worn out. Overstressed, Heard someone playing the cello just now. Was that you? Yes. Where did you learn that melody? Maybe someone hummed it to me when I was little? I don't exactly remember. When you were little. When you were little. You're that. What? The weakened Grafratika struggles a few times and nevertheless is unable to crawl out of bed. But those dusty memories within his mind, awakened by the sound of the cello, flash once more before his eyes. Freaking Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast over here?
Is this how you command the Agar hunters too? Seems like the victory
Well, things are definitely picking up.
Might actually be plausible.
We gotta see what the hell we're gonna end up doing about Clyde. Because those two can't be near each other, or things are just gonna get worse and worse, and it's just oof. Man's doesn't have much time left. Oh boy. A whole reading passage? Oh shoot. Oh jeez, chat. Let me take a quick stretch break real quick, since I haven't done that for today's stream, and then we'll continue. Oh boy. And I should probably grab the rewards, which it's over here. Claim all. Wow. Alright, let's see. I'll take one of these so I just have that, you know, a little extra there. And then I'll probably grab these. Take two of those right now. It'll take like 10 to 15 minutes at best. Other than this upcoming cutscene stage, there's one more at the end, but otherwise it's just before and after on the combat nodes. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, we'll head back over here. And yeah, I'll just take like a quick 1 to 2 minute ad break so I could just stretch, and then we'll get right back to it, okay? Okay, I am back. We good, boys. Back to it once again. Let me just turn the camera back on. It was just a quick little ad break there. Nothing crazy, you know. Okay. So, reading. Alright, let's see how fast I can get through this. Because based off of the... Okay, so I'm just looking at the time right now. I have to go out to eat in, like, basically an hour. So, if we don't... Since we're probably not going to finish it today... Like, the stream's not over yet, but since we're probably not going to finish it today, then we'll probably wrap it up tomorrow. I'll just have to do, like, an early stream to knock it out. But let me try to do as much as I can today. So I'm gonna just focus and read through this as best as I can. So let's do it. Alright, so these are the only ones left of His Majesty's bloodline? Get yourself some sauerkraut. I'm not a sauerkraut kind of guy. Those wretched women were quick at their handiwork. This is the best they could do. I still say that we shouldn't be treating His Majesty's melody so frivolously. What do you think we should do then? I think we should be able to. We should be a little more cautious here. Cautious. Our people are being slaughtered day by day, and you want us to be cautious? This is our last chance. Even if bringing His Majesty's bloodline and melodies won't revive all of His Majesty's powers, at the very least. How? How old am I? 2, 3? In the middle of a rundown building, I look around at my surroundings, bewildered. The man who brought me here told me that both my father and mother had been already lynched. Jeez, at the time, I didn't even understand what lynching and death meant. He even told me that from here on out, this would be my home. I was going to be part of a grand plan, and if luck was on my side, I could even become Lithanian's next ruler. I don't get it. I don't get any of it at all. The only thing I understood in my confusion was that I probably wouldn't ever get back to my room, where sunlight beamed in every morning. Didn't I tell you already? It's impossible to make a person into a vessel for the voice of Terra. You knew it was impossible. Did you let any of us know you were against the plan before we started then? And now, only after they started to bite the dust, are you complaining? Don't make me laugh. No, let me tell you, this isn't a waste. This is a price we must pay for our success. As long as one of them survives, we won't have to hide out in the provinces like thieves. Victoria, Ursus, Kazimierz, there are more parties interested in our plans than we could count. As long as we succeed, their armies will help secure our revenge against those awful women. That day, the lady who had been taking care of us disappeared. Once she was gone, the men who brought us our meals but didn't stay with us started arguing with each other. I didn't understand what they were arguing about. All I knew is that the lady who sang songs for us was probably not going to be back again. If I remember correctly, this is how the song goes. The sky is blue and fine. Ah. Yeah, this is the song that Clyde was singing. The breeze lilts by in song. The river murmurs clear. My heart is filled with hope. I think there was more to the song, but she never sang that part to us. What is it? Yeah, what is it this time? Out with it. That's another one of them dead. So what? We're making progress. Next time we'll move the operating room farther away and add some soundproofing material. We'll definitely get there. Yeah? Yeah, your third favorite inhumane crime? Yeah, that experimentation, yeah. Jeez. The weather got cold and then warm. At first, those men would make a huge ruckus whenever someone disappeared. They gradually complained less, and less. Our meals got worse too, but at least we were able to fill our stomachs thanks to there being fewer mouths to feed. Perhaps this is how man is meant to be. Before you know it, they disappear. And so did their things too. Like the cane that belonged to the old granny, the music box that belonged to a boy, the wand and oranginium dice that belonged to an older man. But there were also things that stayed with us, like the song that the girl liked to sing. There was a boy who learned the song, and he liked humming it. Just what are we doing? We brought His Majesty's bloodline under our protection only to send them to their deaths. Wake up. This is a necessary price to pay. To make sure His Majesty's bloodkin could wield his power properly, we have to make these sacrifices. We are learning more and more about the voice of Terra. We'll succeed soon enough. What about those who died? No, let's stop these crazy experiments and start over with new identities and raise the few we have left. They might grow up to become fine men like His Majesty. Stop dreaming. We need the voice of Terra. Freaking voice of Terra, dude, jeez. Then after a year, or perhaps 2, I really have no idea. It was just me and the boy. I'd start trembling in fear every time those men came to our room. When he saw that, the boy would comfort me and tell me everything was alright before standing in front of them. Then as soon as they were gone, he would sing the song. My heart is filled with hope. You two have been here for a long time. You may be kids, but you figured it out already, haven't you? You're His Majesty's only surviving bloodkin, after all. I don't want to make this too ugly. I'll let you decide who will be next. We've made vast improvements to our technology. It might succeed, most likely. Which one of you undergoes the experiment might become a really, truly amazing caster. Yeah, at what cost? We weren't stupid. The man in the noble attire told us the same thing the first few times before that, but none of the ones who left with them ever came back. My legs trembled. I looked to the boy next to me. His lips were pale too. I didn't want to disappear, nor did I want him to disappear, but he noticed my gaze and turned to me and spoke those words as his lips trembled. I'll do it. When I heard him say that, I couldn't keep myself upright anymore. My legs gave out and I fell to the ground. What's up with people experimenting on others in this game, dude? I lived alone in the empty room for 2 whole months, Jesus. Then on one rainy night, they brought the boy back. His eyes were closed and he bit his lips hard, but he was alive. I thought it was a miracle, but mere days later, he was taken from the room again, never to be seen again, just like the others. He was still humming the song before he left. My heart is filled with hope. Jeez. A few days came and went, and it was finally my turn. I followed those two, and on our way I saw many rooms that I'd never seen before. There were all kinds of devices and equipment inside. We arrived at a small room that was completely white inside. The woman inside the spire caster that's higher told me to lie down on the bed. She was wearing a white surgical mask and gloves that had a very strange feel to them. She put a mask over my face, and that was the last thing I remember. I was woken up by their cheers. When I awakened, it felt like there was lava burning in my brain and roasting my eyes. Damn. The pain lasted, how long was it? Days? Weeks? Months? Can you imagine having that feeling in your body for freaking months? Or just in general feeling that kind of pain. Nevertheless, as time went on, the pain slowly weakened. In the end, I would get bouts of intense pain that quickly subsided. I waited for them to carry me outside like everyone else, but they didn't. Not only that, they started to fawn on me, gave me more food, and let me run outside in the courtyard. They started giving me lessons to teach me how to read, write, and most importantly, use Originium arts. Very solemnly, they gave me the wand and Originium die that belonged to the old man and told me to cherish them. So that's where you get those dice from. Ah, okay. Thereafter, whenever I showed any aptitude for arts, they would shower me with praise. Of course, those days didn't last very long. Yeah. Is this all we'll get with this boy? From the looks of it, even if we pushed him to his limits, he would only be able to arm wrestle a single Empress's voice fighter. Perhaps we should adjust his voice of terror energy fluctuations like the last one. Forget it. What are you afraid of if we improve? You can't. You dare talk back to me? We had so many verses of the voice of Terra, and this is the only one that could still be played. We had 15 of His Majesty's bloodkin, and this boy is the only one left. Jesus. 15. If we raise him right, we might be able to flee to another country and buy ourselves official appointments there, and more importantly, His Majesty's bloodline will continue. If he ends up buggered like the other kids, then the only way we'll have to make it up to His Majesty's by taking our own lives. Yeesh. What gives them the right to be experimenting on all these people? They are just freaking kids, dude. They are kids out here getting tortured, bro. Like, that's just effed. The next day, they were gone too. They didn't take their own lives. Rather, it was because the Empress's voice they kept talking about were here. When I sat in the empty room and listened to the screams outside, I couldn't help but feel a sense of joy. Jesus. After all, they all loved to talk about His Majesty's bloodline, and now what they feared the most, the destruction of this cursed bloodline, was finally about to happen. An elegantly dressed man kicked at the door and entered. This must be the Empress's voice. He looked at me and neither lowered his weapon nor attacked. He was probably hesitating. Hesitating for what? I picked up my wand and pointed it at the Empress's voice, and the orangidium die started to revolve around me. As I expected, he dashed towards me and unbelievably quick and struck the brass instrument on my head hard. Damn, my guy got whacked. That strike was the very thing that divided my short life into two wildly different halves. Graf Hertika has forgotten how he found himself handcuffed to this chair. His frequent headaches serve as the only reminder that the Witch King's final melody yet lives in his head. His regent managing the Graf Scaft has told him with scorn that it is an artifact left behind by the one whose name we dare not speak, and that it is no longer separable from his body. But he has no idea how, no idea at all how he became one with that thing. He remembers now. What should he do? What can he do? What will he do? Add that to the list of effed up backstories and Arknights, am I right? Freaking Ebonhole's getting experimented on, being the last one alive. Foundational to a proper performance. The coherence and fluency of the music must be ensured. Small stage. Oh, tutorial. Alright, what are you going to teach me? Yeah, all because he was the Witch King's descendant. Yeah, he didn't ask to get put in that position. Oh, it's just F. Alright, so what am I doing here? What is this? When activated and an operator is deployed on top, forms a new realigned flux. Weird, it's like something's in front of the... Okay, in front's blocking the realigned flux. That's alright. It's the realigned flux charging a resonator with energy. Okay. Just put the resonator in contact with the realigned flux for a while and you activate the resonator. Once operators are deployed on active resonators, they'll get a new realigned flux or originating from their position without any connection to a tuba. Understood. Okay. If you say so. Well, this is very intense, yes. Okay. Use your skill. Whoa! First resonator active. Let's keep it up and minimize the impacts of the excess energy disturbance. Okay.
I'll do my best.
So if I do it like that, boom, it goes up there. Basically the most useless part of this mechanic. Okay. Noted. Oh wait, so I can't stand on this yet? I have to wait. Well, this ain't good. That thing wanna hurry up? Hey, yo. Wait a minute. Hey. Okay. Freaking no healers. Well, this isn't good. You said, God, this mechanic's annoying. I got no more grounded units. I should have made her face right. Oh, whoops. You know what?
Give you orders, Professor.
Let's right these wrongs. And then I gotta wait for that to go up, and then we'll be fine. Oh, jeez.
What are your orders?
Survive! No! Yeah, okay, yeah, she's gonna die before that. Oh my god. Failing the tutorial stages. Very fun. Okay.
We failed. How did things end up this way?
We failed because we didn't have Surtur. We didn't just Surtur it. We didn't play the game correctly. I'm sorry. It is all my fault. Alright, run that back. We should have just Surtured it, chat. This event makes you feel like you're playing laser chess again. Are ya winning, son? Yeah, I'm sucking at the tutorial. Alright. Fast forward. Okay. Fast forward again. Oh no. What am I going to do? I am screwed. Oh dear. Oh my, oh my. I better figure this out quickly,
I'll do
or
my best.
I will be screwed over. Oh dear. Man, why you gotta do so much damage? Damn. Okay. Aya, go this way. Top-notch commentary, thank you, I try. Oh no. The enemy is pulling up. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him. I can't let any more get... Okay, let me stop. Hopefully, this will stop them. Okay, well, actually, I need to aim you down so I can aim. Ah, I see. Big brain, chat. Big brain. Yeah, see. I got it.
Professor?
We
Professor?
can't let him pass. You've got to die. Yes.
Professor?
Yes, this is good. And now, I get it. Alright, fast forward. Yeah, we should be fine. Should we be fine? Should we be fine?
Please?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, I see. I see what you mean by we use the skill tour. Man, you got me failing tutorials. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna have to, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay. Third time's a charm, right? Okay, let us run that back. Mm-hmm. Don't die on me.
Understood.
Freaking hell. Alright, go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We ain't got all day. Oh my.
All the best.
Okay. Don't use the skill. The worst part is the mechanic is practically useless. That's always nice, isn't it? Gotta love. Okay, wait. I almost had you look at. Oh my god, chat. I almost effed up the whole thing. Okay. Keep her going.
Professor?
You better run away soon.
Alright. So now I wait for the rock boys, and then we're gonna hit them with a little something something. Once they're in my range. Keep her going. Keep her going. Alright, rock boys.
Professor?
Prepare to die. Okay, there we go. You will know pain.
I will follow your locked on.
There we go. Wow. I beat the tutorial, dude. I'm cracked. Oh, man. He said all this mechanic does is make you waste time forcing you to wait to place units in. Very fun. Okay, stage number 5. Moonlight. Well, if you say so. Alright. Under the chill of the twin moons, even even words seem numb with cold. Well, well, well. Let me look at the stage. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Alright, back to the wonderful situation we're in, right, chat? Happy times all around, am I right? How do you feel? All better now, right? I'm fine. I'm totally fine, I'm sure of it. The both of us are. I'm going out for a bit, so stay put here. You're going out again the moment you feel a little better? I've got work to do. That's fine and all, but shouldn't you at least wait until you've recovered? Don't worry about me. Hibiscus said the same thing. After you wake up, it'd be best to keep resting for a while and monitoring your condition. It's an emergency, one that can't wait, alright? But it's not a whole lot of time left until the concert. I think the most important to do until then is to make sure you're healthy and well practiced. I'm sure that's what you want too. Can you stop pestering me with that right now? Pestering? That's not what I meant. But I have to go, so don't get in my way. I'll be back as soon as I can. Are you really? Can't tell me what you're gonna go do? If everything goes well, you'll know soon enough. All right, your suit. What about it? I made an appointment to pick it up this afternoon, but I won't be able to go with you. You should get it yourself. Remember to bring your cello with you and play a little passage you're trying it on. Make sure there aren't any areas that feel uncomfortable. I'll be back. Maybe the EX stages will be different for the mechanic. Try to make you use it more. You again? Yes, it's me. I'm here to ask you to put this concert on hold, or at least don't let Ebenholz and Kraid play together. What did you say? Something terrible is going to happen in the Afterglow if those two play together. Has to explain the situation. So what if you're saying is true? My recent improvement was due to this so-called false recovery caused by Ebenholz and Kraid, and as soon as this phase is over, I'll become critically ill and my life will be in danger. That's right, you've been around them a lot, so the symptoms will also be a lot more pronounced. Others who have had less contact with them are also affected, and if I let the two of them play together, there's a high possibility that people will die. Correct. Even I don't know the exact reason having the two play together seems to amplify the effect they have on their surroundings. How likely are we talking about here? I can't say for sure right now. Other than me, who else is in life-threatening danger? Over a dozen people from the Afterglow have already been hospitalized in Cliffy Patio. The Cliffy Patio, in other words, they've already left Ebenholz and Kraid's effective range? That should be the case. Then I have a clear picture of the situation. Your answer is no. What? I'm not asking you to cancel the whole concert. You could just cut Ebenholz and Kraid's part or have someone else perform the duet. If you could prove that the duet will cause harm to people other than me, then I'll cancel the concert right away. But it seems that's not the case. Even you have no idea what would happen if they played together. I can't simply overthrow the efforts and aspirations of everyone in the Afterglow over these illusory concerns. Oh boy. Wonderful. Wonderful. The efforts and aspirations? I understand how much this concert means to you, but you don't understand anything. If you truly understood, you wouldn't throw around the word but so lightly. Unfortunately, I cannot change the concert schedule on your word alone. Mr. Cherney, please give me a straight answer. What makes this concert more important than the lives of the infected? What are you talking about? Are you suggesting I'm disregarding people's lives? I'm just saying... Oh, here comes Mrs. Claus. Hibiscus, Hibiscus. Miss Ursula? Come take a little stroll, won't you? But, come now. Let's head out and calm down first. We could talk about this later, okay? Yeah, you said let's throw around your butt so lightly. Ah, my guy's got the dice. If everything Gertrude said is true, then Clyde won't survive this. No, there must be some way to come out ahead on both fronts. Czerny must know something. No, he's just a musician. He won't be able to help. Should I tell Clyde the truth? But what good would that do? Cancel the concert or I'll make dinner tonight. Yeah, Hibiscus should have just said that, and then Journey would have agreed immediately. Should have been like, if you don't cancel this concert, I'm gonna make you all dinner, and you're gonna be forced to eat it. That dude would have been begging on his knees for her not to. Rhodes Island. Someone like the Hibiscus is only gonna send me back to my cell in Urtica. The Empress's voice? What am I even thinking? Is this a suicide mission? No, I've been going in circles. I'm standing out too much. I need to go to somewhere less crowded. Huh? Have I seen that man before? Oh boy, this dude. Be careful. Definitely, the crowd. Right, the humor. I mean, the humor. Yeah, good job, Keith. That's his humor. The rumor. There was that rumor. I've got to get to the bottom of this rumor. Who knows, there might be even some clues, or the person spreading the rumor might know something. But it's all up to me at this point. You sure? This is the best opportunity we're gonna get. The longer things drag on, the less time we have. It'll only make things harder. Alright, hurry it up then. I'll go report to the higher-ups. I'm counting on you, Latchman. This work sure is demanding physically and emotionally. It's hard enough spreading the rumors. Now I even have to go there. Okay, buddy. The sewers? He's heading into the sewers. What, some damn Ninja Turtles, freaking Rat King Master Splinter down there? I'd rather not have to follow him down there. Time to act. Hold it right there. Who are you? Don't turn around. Tell me, who sent you to spread rumors in the Afterglow? You got the wrong idea. I just happened over here. I've been following you this whole time, Latchman. And I connected the dots just now. You were the one fanning the flames before spreading rumors to have that mob accost Hibiscus. You've got a pretty good memory. Speak. Who sent you, and what were you planning to do in the sewers? What wonderful timing. I am also quite curious to what Latchman planned to do in the sewers. Don't turn around, or else. Oh boy. Huh? What do you think will happen? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell is going on? Chat, that wasn't the coffee guy, right? With a hood on? Was that just them using the same model for a character? Well, I guess I'll find out. I don't know. It is him? Okay, yeah, so it was coffee guy. I was like, what the what is going on? Alright.
I'm here to help.
Let's do it. Alright, so do that. There's an annoying mob here. Wonderful.
We're counting on you again, today,
My
little apple?
favorite. So I have to like aim right with this, huh? Well, I might as well do it. Ugh. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to aim right no matter what. Unless I do. Okay, wait. Unless I do like this.
Is the
And then-
battlefield.
That brings it up there. And then.
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
Don't really need you in. Oh, but that still takes it away if I take you. Oh, okay. Whoops. Alright, well. This is something. This is not exactly what I had planned for this. Huh. Oh no, what is. Okay, what are you? Oh. You prioritize the people that got the beams, and you deal arts damage, and you cut that off? Okay.
Ooh, almost dozed off. We're
I
counting
see.
on you again today, little
Yeah,
apple.
listen, my guy, I don't got time for you, so we're just gonna do this. No.
Acknowledged.
You're about to get demolished. That's what's gonna happen. Because we're definitely not gonna be dealing with your BS.
I'll be careful. How's that?
Just light them up. Light them up. Let's see. Jesus, Surtur. You sent his ass to the gulag, okay. Actually, never mind. Yeah, no, Surtur just shredded. I guess I'll just take you out, Surtur. There's no point in having you in. Okay, cool. Very nice, very nice.
The instant I spot the movement.
I like how Aya's just taking the whole laser beam.
命令を動き回るな。そうすればお互い
Aya Gaming. Okay.
Guys,
Alright. We good. Swing, swing. Do I need to... I mean, there's two enemies left. Go ahead, swing, swing.
Hast thou come?
watch out for fires.
Cool. Nice and easy. Yeah, the stages have been fine. It's been very just whatever, you know. Who are you? I'm the coffee man. I told you not to turn around. You let the mark get away. I said, who the hell are you? Coffee man. Easy now, my dear Graf. Settle down. My official identity can be a bit messy to explain, so just treat me as a spy. I am called Beagler. Or Beigler. Why'd you have to jump out at this exact moment? That man escaped because of you! Considering he ended up down in the sewers, it'll take him a long time to find another exit. Besides, you stopped him before he went into the sewer. Who knows, maybe the two of you saw that you were in a disadvantageous position and tried to put on a little show to try to fool me. You seriously think that we're in cahoots, he and I? Or are you gonna tell me that someone coerced you into seeing Gertrude? Spare me the bad jokes. You're worth much more than he is, Graf Ratika. You can't stop me. When it comes to combat ability, it is true I can't stop you, but think carefully. This is a job straight from their majesties. Take a look. Of course it is. Of course, I've dealt with these things since I was 6. I personally don't mind your snark, but you better show some self-restraint when it comes to their majesties' affairs, yes. Restraint. When you, a lowly spy, figure out that you've got the wrong person, you're going to be the one begging for forgiveness. You don't seem to understand the situation you're in, my good Graf Ratika. But enough of that. Don't try to stall for time here. Oh, give me a sec, chat. Alright, let's finish reading up this passage. That was just my grandfather, because I was going to go out to eat with him. So, after we're done reading this passage, we'll be done for today, and then I'll try to do an early stream to knock out the rest of the event, because we don't have too much left at this point, so... Yeah, but let's finish this right here, at least. Where to? To where you belong. Don't worry. I have prepared detention facilities for suspects from all walks of life. I assure you, you'll enjoy the finest treatment. Let me tell you something. Beigler? Ready to beg for mercy, or is it a bribe? In case of the latter, I'd be more than glad to oblige. I doubt a little bit of money is enough for you to let me go, but I would get the impression that you'd take me away regardless even after you pocketed the money. Clever boy. I find you rather easy to get along with. Beigler, you remind me of the Urtica I know so well, where most of the people are just as upstanding as you. I am honored to hear that. But what I really want to know is what that man is doing in the sewers. But you were the one who stopped him right under my nose. Well, this is a bit embarrassing to say, but I wanted to resolve things up here. One of my agents liked to tell stories that would make you want to hurl. One of the ones that instantly killed your appetite for the day. The worst came from the sewers. If your stomach is upset, perhaps we should go for a cup of coffee to smooth things up. Man, shut the hell up! This man talking about that damn coffee. I'd love to, but I'd much rather find out what he's doing down there. I might as well go after him. And this is all your fault. Beigler. As long as you let me head down, you could keep pointing your wand at me. I won't try to run. I will warn you in advance. There will be consequences for running away from me without authorization, regardless of the reason. What kind? Will you put me down? You'd at least be stripped of your status. Even if you're proven innocent in the future, you'd never be able to step into the spire of Urtica ever again. Don't threaten me with a good time. I might be even more inclined to try running now. In any case, since you insist on heading down there, after you, good Urtica. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. To the sewers! Oh boy! Illegal dumping of Hibiscus's food down in the sewers? Yeah, that's where it goes. Straight to the sewers. Hibiscus, this isn't a lecture, but you can't speak to him in that way. But Mr. Cherney is... There's lots of things he can't say, leaving this old lady to say him. Please come in. Do you know how the Afterglow got its name? I don't. Mainhair once said, it is precisely because night falls that the Afterglow is even more precious. If the long veil of night were to never lift, what could be more dazzling and awe-inspiring than the warm Afterglow? It's a wonderful saying, but... Oh, of the two there, Fra Ursula and Hibiscus. Come, if you want to chat, do it over here. Why, the long-faced Hibiscus, did something happen? If you're worried that my food isn't healthy enough, I also have sparkling water. Come. We're still... Let's oblige this time. Ursula, what's wrong with Hibiscus? Did she get into an argument? No, none of that. Enough random guessing. I was telling Hibiscus about the history of the Afterglow. The Afterglow's history. Now that's something I couldn't be more familiar with. Not bragging either, but I know even more than Fra Ursula here. The Afterglow didn't need to be a residential area for the infected. It was one of Weisheim's industrial plates. Don't underestimate me just because I'm setting up shop over here. Back in the day, I was in charge of feeding hundreds of associates. Industry? Could it be that this place was turned into an infected residential area because of the spread of arypathy? Due to industrial waste? Industrialization did bring a lot of infected here, but back in Lithanian's old days, there was no such thing as a ghetto for infected. I won't keep rambling on. One year, Weisheim's constructed a magnificent concert hall that shocked the world with but a single order from him. His Majesty, known as now as our Afterglow Hall. Back then, that's not what the concert hall was called. His Majesty, which one are you referring to? Oh dear, Hibiscus, let's not worry about the details, alright? If it's His Majesty, I get it. When the concert hall was completed, he still reigned, and nobody dared to say anything, but he left it just as quickly, and Graf Strollo, who took over Weisheim, hated this concert hall. Maybe hate isn't the right word, but rather was too quick to show loyalty? Shh, no random guessing. A few years later, the powers issued an order to supposedly improve the treatment of the infected. The Graph at the time took the opportunity to lump the concert together with the industrial plate and turned it all into the infected ghetto. I looked all over, and before that, there was no such thing as infected quarters anywhere in Lithuania. The Count, the Graph at the time, wasn't that the very same Dame Gertrude? It was either her father or her oldest brother. I can't really remember. But it wasn't actually her. Though the Graph at the time was designated this area for the infected. He didn't care whether the people in it lived or died. He even had all the industrial facilities torn down, obviously to have us fend for ourselves. So among the nobles, this place became known as the Afterglow, and the concert hall also became the Afterglow Hall. The name Afterglow represented the idea that we wouldn't last long, just like the last rays of light in the evening. That's simply cruel and unusual. It was pretty over the top, but for the Afterglow at the time, the word was a perfect fit. Everyone fought desperately to survive, to let the lingering rays of sunlight on the horizon struggle for just a bit longer. We set up stalls, we ran errands, and some of us even hired thugs for rich people in the other plates. Ha! Those were some chaotic years. Later on, Journey stepped forward. Stepped forward? He started out as a nobody. He had written a few pieces, but since he was infected, everything was published anonymously. His works were magnificent, even attracting attention from the fancy folk atop the spires, but once they saw that Zerny was from the Afterglow, they quickly turned away and left. That was until he wrote Morgan and Undabend. Ursula would be more qualified to speak about Morgan Undabend than me, so I'll turn the floor over to her. Miss Ursula? It was actually quite simple. The one who taught piano to him had a daughter, and she was good friends with him. The two were on very good terms, and they were just about as good as each other. They were awfully competitive, always trying to one-up the other. You just finished the event, it tugged at your heart. Love the story? I've enjoyed it so far. It has been really good. And welcome to the stream. Sadly, the girl passed away when Maynard was 20 years old. Losing her was a huge blow to him, day in and day out. He spoke hardly a word. He grew thinner and thinner by the day, until he finally showed a stack of sheet music. Told me it's his newest composition and that he wasn't going to publish anonymously this time. The Grafin then, she was the very same dame you mentioned. Still don't know why the Grafin sought out Maine here. She became his sponsor and also went along with his ideals. She gave him her full backing, finally letting Morgan Undabend carry Journey and spread it all throughout the Afterglow. I can't imagine that, but I'm still starting to understand a bit more of why Mr. Journey meant and is saying. Morgan Undabend was so popular and beloved, the folk in the spires couldn't blind eye anymore. They had no choice. They had to acknowledge his talents. So then, Mr. Journey began to cultivate people in the Afterglow who had musical talent. That's right, seeing how we are in the Lithuanian, one thing we aren't short on is musicians. I may not have any talent, but even I... Oh, stop it, you're just being humble. A few years ago, you were still playing the accordion while yodeling about your pickled cabbage. Back in my factory days, I had everyone gather up for lunch. Way easier to use an accordion than to shout, Anyways, once music became a part of Afterglow, our worst days finally passed. Composition, performing, teaching, making instruments. Plenty of folk published their compositions anonymously, and most performers can't leave the Afterglow. But still, the money it brought in gave the Afterglow a foot in the door. But before long, Mainhair got into some big fight with the Grafin. A big fight. It looked like a clash of ideas not to understand such things. The Grafin stayed the Hair's patron, but... Oh, whoops. But hardly made contact since. Adante, what's wrong? Creed's grandfather, he's gone missing? I'll head back right away. Oh, wonderful. That's just what we needed. This dude disappearing. Great. Thank you very much. See you. Goodbye. Hope to see you again. If there's anything that doesn't fit quite right, bring it back and I'll fix it for you. He has no idea. It's already so late. Evanhoe should be back by now, right? Huh? What is that? An oranginium slug? Oh boy. And everything's gonna hit the fan. Things about to really start hitting the fan. So chat, tomorrow we should be finishing the event. Like I said, I have to head out. I'm about to go to eat with my grandfather right now, but yeah, we're on stage 6 out of 8, right? So tomorrow we could definitely finish this, so we'll get it done. But thank you guys very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you haven't already hit the like button, be sure to do so. Subscribe if you're new. If you'd like to join the Discord server for the community, completely free to join, by the way. If you'd like to check out the Patreon of where I do the anime reactions, of where it doesn't have ads and there's not filters on it, it's the full reaction to episodes of anime. Patreon link will be in the chat also. It helps support what we do very much so we could continue doing it. Good event though. Good stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you everybody for watching. Whether you were lurking or you were chatting, regardless, thank you for the support, seriously. But yeah, we'll be good. Enjoy your sauerkraut. Can't say that's what I'm having. Oh, we got Cherny.
Greetings,
Nice.
Doctor. My name is Cherny. Any charm or taste I may have had has been poured entirely into my compositions. And as for myself, I am no more than a run-of-the-mill performer. That's all the introduction you need.
And there's his voice, for anybody who hasn't heard it. Alright, Cherny. Yeah, good stream, guys, good stream. So I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Have a safe rest of your day. And as always, don't do crack. Let's hit that outro, and I gotta go get ready.